Okay, we should be live.
All right. Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the Lost Whispers of Phandelver. Hope everybody had a good week.
I had to sleep.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
Same.
had a week full of coughing. It was great.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. It's just like in D&D. Hazel gets sick, I get sick apparently. So
well, listen, vampires, you all have to sleep how you have to sleep. I mean, we all, we sleep in beds as humans. You have to sleep in your coffin.
What would you know about how vampires sleep?
Often.
quaffin. It's quaffin.
It's a coffin. Hey, come on over here. I'm coughing.
Oh,
Children. All right.
Oh God, is right.
Mahogany coffin? Or an ebony coffin?
It's
Ebony,
mahogany.
clearly.
It's mahogany quaffin. All right.
Oh my God. It's
Making
funny.
fun of our.
It's a treant. Mahogany coffin. All right. I love how Azel spelled her, by the way. All right.
I'm sorry. What?
Nothing. Okay.
Oh, that could be a spell check.
With Azel and Zasira still extremely ill, Sato and Lyric, in search of a cure, made their way to a hut outside of town where a little gnome hermit dwelled. Said to be a great chemist, the hermit was indeed able to
Oh.
concoct a cure.
Sorry,
Which-
not to interrupt you. Is that last week's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that's what you sent me. To
I think that's the same one that you read last week.
This is the one that you just sent me, right?
No.
Riggs, you're
Oh.
busted.
Maybe.
Are you busted, Riggs?
If
Did
you'll
you
get
just
the-
admit that
yeah.
Satyr writes your summaries?
So maybe, maybe, possibly.
I assist.
I boo booed. Yeah, I'm
No,
sorry.
no,
I'm
no.
sorry.
I'm sorry.
He's the grad assistant who never gets his name on
Yes,
the
yes.
No. Dude is running 2 campaigns with notes between both of them.
Thank you.
On top of reviewing.
Thank you, Hazel.
No excuses. We're gonna shit on Rico a little bit first.
Did you
Because it's
just admit
hilarious.
that Satyr writes your summaries, Riggs?
Yeah, maybe.
I also just
We're not
loved
throwing
it.
any
Hey,
light
it was just revealed.
Oh, it's funny.
I don't care if he has a full-time job. I don't care if he does all this other stuff. No, we're gonna make fun of him a little.
It's fair.
right.
It's fair.
I mean, now you know why I stopped doing my freaking poems every week. 'cause
hey
it
man,
was
they're hard.
so-
They're rough. Yeah, and and it's hard to summarize, right? Because it's hard to know exactly.
Oh, and in my shit, I had to rhyme the whole fucking time. That was
Yeah,
weird.
it's true.
That
I
was-
got it here, Sato. My bad, man. That was just my mistake. I drove.
Yeah, I was just saying that
I'm
sounds a
glad you
lot. That
interrupted
sounds
me.
exactly word for word what you said to us last week.
That's because it was.
I don't think that's what you wrote, Riggs. How would you know,
Oh.
Sato?
Jesus.
That's what you wrote.
It's like I've heard this before.
There
Somehow.
must
Welcome
be a
to D&D, audience.
Busted.
I see Connor because I didn't catch it at all.
I love it. I love it.
Is he
We
looking
made
at your
this
goat
zombie.
Huh.
You guys. All right, let me start that
Really
again.
tough.
If we're ready. Okay. Let me do it one more time. As Lyric and Sato settled down for a drink in the hermit's hut, Talia remained perched in her hiding spot above the deep zombie-infested hole. Artok, still imprisoned in the town hall, devised an escape plan by starting a fire in his cell. Tickling the guards to unlock the door. What? Tricking. I thought it said tickling. I'm like, what?
I wish I
I
got
was like, Sato is
Yeah,
doing one of these
tickling
things
could've worked
again to
too.
see if I actually read it beforehand. He did this in the other group. It was pretty funny.
It says tricky.
I does. Tricking the guards to unlock the door, he sprinted out. Meeting Trix and Loki on his way, they helped him stealth away as they all headed to meet back up with Talia. The guards entered the inn, looking for Artok, and saw Azel along with the phasing image of Artok, who was the last of the party to remain under Toblin's phasing magic. Artok slipped out of phase, disappearing like a ghost as Azel cast invisibility on himself to do the same. With Talia and Lyric, their link still intact, they were able to briefly communicate with each other, relaying their position at the hole. Lyric and Sato let them know that they would join them when the first thing in the morning when they got back. And that's where we're at, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the hermit hut here first.
All right. I believe Sato had just settled down for his long rest.
Winter's nap.
That's funny.
Yeah, I'm resting, yes.
And I had made certain he was asleep.
And how did you do that? We need to roleplay that.
I rolled for it. I rolled a perception check for it at the end of the last game.
Okay, that works.
I'm 98% sure I did. Let me see. I think I did.
Your last roll was a dexterity save.
Oh, it was a dex save when I fall data. Okay, so I would like to make sure that Sato is in fact asleep. And what I would like to do...
roll performance.
What I'd like to do... Performance? What for? What I'd like to do is like walk over there and kind of like, because I know he pulled his skull helmet down over his face. I'm going to kind of lift it a little bit and make sure that he's not like going to reach up and grab it and be like, don't steal it. Because he's like, you know, awake.
Sato,
so I'm just going to go over there and just like...
He's going to try to steal my what?
No, I'm gonna go mess with your mask to see if flicking it makes you try to grab at it like it's gonna fall off your head or if you're actually asleep.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
All right, Sato, are you asleep? Like, cause you're.
I did. I'm very aware of my belongings when I sleep, just because I've spent so many nights sleeping basically by myself on the side of the road, kind of deal. But
yeah,
I might roll over and nudge a bit. But if I don't feel a threat, I'll just roll back over and go to sleep again.
All right.
Okay, so he's good and asleep. Okay.
Yep, he is good and
there,
asleep.
Sato, I've established that you're asleep.
Right.
That sounds dangerous.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
It does.
Okay.
My face is getting melted for sure.
And now another. Oh my good lord.
Gonna have dicks on in the morning.
Another question to the DM. Can I see that flask that he got last night, like on his person? Like, is it in his hand while he's like laying there on the floor? Can I see it?
Oh, the flask from our friend. So our hermit friend took the flask back. He took
it back.
He took it back. Yeah, he handed it to him for a swig, and then he took it back. Yeah.
Oh, did he take it back? Okay, because
yeah.
he didn't. Because I took my last swig right before I laid down.
Yeah. You handed it back to him. And,
So
that would be way too easy. Yeah.
Okay.
So he does have it on his person, actually, like kind of tucked in a little.
Okay.
Right.
Well, I would have
that
known
case...
that was Philbin's flask. But yeah, okay.
Yeah, you would know. Yep, for sure.
Yeah. And see, I know too. That's why I was gonna steal it from Sato. But okay, in that case, then I'm gonna turn over to the gnome and be like, "So, do you mind if we chat for a little bit before you go turn in for the night?"
Yeah, we chat as much as you'd like.
Okay, I have some questions.
I have some answers.
All right. Earlier, you mentioned something about balance and how it's good to have balance. And I was just wondering if you could tell me a little bit more about that, because I am really struggling with this being good thing. Like, I try really hard. I don't kill people out of inconvenience. I protect my friends. But I just don't. I was told to be good, and I'm just not very good at it. I'm still slaughtering things. I literally punched the guts out of an ogre. Like,
you need.
I don't know.
You need a focus, I believe. And he goes over to a chest in the corner. Lyric looks over at Sato laying there, and kind of for a couple of seconds, glances over and sees that he's asleep, and looks back over at you, and goes over to this chest. And he kind of waves his arm, his hand in front of the front of the lock there, the front of the chest. And you could see there's like kind of a blue glimmer that radiates across the surface of the chest, and then you can hear it pop.
Magic gnome.
And he opens a chest, and inside he pulls out a pretty large box, Lyric, and he sets it in front of you. And the box is covered with etchings of spider webs. All around the outside edges and the corners, there are looks like chiseled spider web kind of markings all around the outside edge, and then there's a kind of an insignia on the very front of the cover of a giant, looks like a mask, kind of a half mask, a face, like a skeleton on one side and a mask on another. Very ornately carved on the top. You can see it's made out very clearly. And as he shows it to you, presents it to you, he says, in matters of balance, and he opens the box, and inside there is a black mask that he pulls out. You can see it's the only thing in here aside from some robes kind of folded nicely in the corner here. And he hands a mask to you along with the robes.
Is it black or black and white?
It is black.
Okay.
Yes.
Interesting.
And he hands this mask to you. And he looks at you and he says, there are ways to restore balance that don't involve give and take. There is... Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, there is... During the reclaiming, when Cade charmed his people, there was a need to exhume the ingredients from less fortunate beings.
You said Cade?
Cade. Yes.
C-A-E-D.
C-A-D-E?
Yeah. Unfortunately, these things, though unpleasant...
You said he controlled people?
So
Is that
he
what
had
you said?
to exhume ingredients from lesser beings. And so he begins to go into the story lyric with you about the powers required to restore balance in such areas. God, how do I say this without giving everything away? He shows you a glimpse of pixies flying around a kind of a forest settlement.
I don't know.
And you could see there's like a nice little village, lots of little huts and trees, forests, like hills. And then there's instant destruction, fire, like pink and green energy flashes all over, and then darkened skies. And he just looks at you and says, balance.
I'm holding the mask in my hand and like just kind of like eyeing it suspiciously, especially with the box. And I'm just gonna I'm gonna get really serious, which is unlike me, of course. The thing is, my father follows a god that is represented by a mask like this, and a lot of his people follow a goddess that is represented by spiders and webs, but both of them are evil, and I was told to be good, and I just don't know what to do.
Things aren't always what they seem at face value.
It just feels like I'm being led in the opposite direction that I was asked to go. Especially since it's so much easier just to punch things to death or buy poisons and acids and deal with my enemies that way.
Balance is a funny thing. He talks in circles, Lyric.
Yeah.
He speaks in circles. It's really unable to kind of get a solid answer from him as far as exactly what this means, but he presents you with this box and says, this belongs to you now. He says, take this and practice balance. So you have a robe, long black robe with a cloak, and a black mask. You can add
Okay.
to your inventory if you'd like.
Cool. I will add black mask to my inventory.
Yes.
on
We
to
will
it
do
right
more
now.
with this later, by the way. I have a lot more planned with
Okay.
this. I'm just trying to,
No, it's okay.
he continues to talk to you about the prophecy of the Seven while Sato's laying there, and about a place called the Solvern Isles, off the west coast to the west of the docks, where you all came aboard, or came ashore rather. And he says, you must gather the rest of your group at some point later, and you should all come here and see me. There is much to discuss.
Okay.
Dun, dun,
Dun,
dun.
dun, dun.
You might want to get a bigger hut if that's the case. And she's gonna take the mask and she's gonna put it in the box really gentle and put it in her pack and just kind of think on it like.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's gonna think in her head for a minute. She's gonna be like, Illustray, this is fucking weird. You told me to be good, and now you're sending me your siblings' evil bullshit. Like, what the fuck? And then she's gonna turn to the gnome and be like, hey, you know that drink you gave Sato earlier? You think I can have a swig of it?
Of course. He kind of pulls it out of his like belt pouch and kind of throws it to you, easily caught.
I'm gonna take a little swig, and then I'm gonna put the lid back on it, and I'm gonna kind of pull it out in front of me and kind of look at it and study it. This is a beautiful flask, you know.
Ah, it is a beautiful, beautiful flask. Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep looking over it and like really getting the details as I talk. You know, I'm like basically an excuse to hold it longer is just to study over it.
Yeah.
Where did you get something like this out here in the middle of the woods?
Just so happens that my good friend and your good friend Toblin gave me that flask a couple of months back. It's just so happens that I have not been able to return it as of yet. I've grown quite
Oh, is
fond
this
of it.
the flask? He mentioned that he had one out here that he said something about it, but I wasn't quite sure if this one was it or not. Would you like us to return it to him for you? And I'm gonna say that in my most cheerful, innocent, I'm doing you a favor voice. Like,
roll
I'm
a
doing you a
persuasion
favor
check.
voice.
Yeah, we'll see.
Let's see.
Persuasion.
Persuasion.
I have a charisma bonus because of what I am. I do have a charisma
Yeah.
bonus. Let's see.
Oh,
Let's
if
see.
only you brought along Hazel.
Fuck Hazel.
+7 to persuasion.
13.
13.
Yeah.
It rolls a 1 on.
That would have been
That'd be
18
funny.
for me.
Screw you.
So, yeah, I think that would be acceptable. He takes one big old last swig of the flask, and kind of like puckers his lips, and then hands it back to you. He says, "Tell Toblin that his debt, consider it paid."
Okay. I'll let him know. And then I'm gonna slip that back in my pack too.
All right, you have a
And I'm gonna put it
Yeah.
all the way down at the bottom of my pack, just to be sure.
yeah, you got
Just to be
it.
sure.
Just in case.
And I'm gonna
Nice.
stretch and be like, all right, I'll watch over your hut. You go get some sleep. I'm just gonna sip my tea here and meditate for a little while. And I am gonna meditate to get my key points back, even though I'm not taking a long rest.
All right, that's perfect.
'Cause
Actually,
I need those bitches back.
so I need Sato and Lyric to both roll a what the hell would I even be? General perception check. I know that you're sleeping, Sato. I just want to see what happens here. I'm curious. We'll play it from here.
First perception.
Yep, perception. Ooh,
Nice.
18, 20. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Even a very perceptive sleeper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is for later. 24. Lyric gets an 18. This is fantastic. All right.
But since I am in the hut, I am gonna go ahead and take my cloak out of my bag right before I meditate and just like pull it around myself.
Yeah.
So it looks like I'm resting, But since I don't actually have to take a long rest and I don't have to sleep for a short rest, I'm just gonna stay up and use my my item, my once per day item, to give me a long rest.
Perfect. So I'm gonna say, since you both rolled so high, I won't. There's no whisper room necessary. You at several different times of the night, of the evening, Sato and Lyric, at completely different times, maybe once or twice at the same time, you notice that our gnome friend, our hermit friend, goes and opens the door to the other door that's kind of hidden off to the side. It kind of leads to another little section of the building. He kind of opens up the door and closes it and kind of doesn't come back out for a while. And then you hear some noise in there, some kind of rattling around of metal. And then he comes back out, kind of pulls his cloak kind of close to him, like he was maybe outside or somewhere, you know. And he kind of pulls his cloak tight and pulls the door back shut and locks it. You notice this on a couple of times through the night as you sleep.
Okay.
Interesting.
Interesting.
You still hear like the sound of like metal on metal almost here and there.
He's up to something.
So, yeah.
Sometime while I'm sleeping, can I do something to try to investigate that?
Only if you don't care about being heard.
Well,
Or
what I
see.
was gonna do is I was gonna bring Bach out and cast Speak with Animals and Beast Sense, and send Bach in there to see if he can slide into the door and take a peek.
Yeah, we could do that if you want. I'm trying to. Can you link? Thank you. Verbally.
So it takes me 11 minutes each to cast them as a ritual, so it would take about 22 minutes to cast them.
22 minutes.
Well, I
Well,
guess you're asleep silently deciding to do
a
this.
ritual. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because
like,
I was going to point out that I could do that too, but I just hadn't thought about doing
So
it.
the perception check was more or less, Sato, just for you to kind of acknowledge that something was going on. If you want to flat out wake up and disturb your long rest for this, that's fine, but it'll cost you.
Are beast sense
Maybe we'll do
speak
it in
with
the morning
animals
after the
ritual
long rest. I'd probably,
spells?
yeah.
That'll probably be fine. Although he will see you concentrating and doing the ritual, so
True.
you might ask questions.
Yeah, I might have to get Lyric to cause a distraction of sorts.
So anyway, you
Or
can do this
vice
if you'd
versa.
like, but
Yeah.
I just wanted to
Okay.
kind of give you the sum up.
Or I could cause a
And he
distraction,
definitely
yeah,
noticed I was missing, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
If I
'Cause he-
went. So he's not still in the door, he's out.
yeah. So he's like.
Come back out.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's come back out. Yeah, he just kind of checks on you guys, goes to the cauldron, kind of stirs it a little.
Okay.
So
So does he only go in and out of there once?
Probably about 3 times.
Okay.
I don't
All
know
right.
what beast
Well,
sense is.
we'll continue our long rest, and
Okay.
maybe me and Lyric will whisper out a plan at some point.
All right.
Yeah.
So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and say that Sato and Lyric, we're going to come back to you in the morning. So Lyric, you don't have to long rest. You have your short rest to turn into a long rest. So you're good.
Yes.
Meditating.
Reset my character sheet.
And Sato, you have achieved your long rest, sir. So you can mark that.
Right.
And we'll come back to you guys. We're gonna leave and then come back in the morning with you guys when you on your way
Real
out.
quick, DM.
Yeah.
For some reason, I have temporary hit points on my thing. Am I supposed to still have those, or am I not supposed to still have those?
So you did until you have your long rest. So now you're
Okay.
gonna wake up and you
Yeah,
won't have them.
that was the shot that Toblin gave us.
Okay.
You also do not you no longer have that plus stealth increase that you got from Toblin as well when you wake up.
Yeah.
That'll be gone as well.
Okay.
So anyway, okay, nice. So with that being said, my friends, we are going to Talia and Loki. Oh man, I need to organize this map better. There we go.
Oh, right, the guards.
Yeah. So I moved them a little bit. They were before guys. They were down by the trees there, but since they went into the end, have a conversation and saw Azel and stuff, they're there now. They're actually more like in the end like this. So, all right, Talia and Loki, Loki, keeping an eye on the hole here, and Talia kind of dozing in and out of consciousness here in the tree with Kekek on her shoulder, kind of by her side, keeping watch. That's hilarious, Honk. He doesn't even care, does he?
No,
He doesn't even
a little
care.
bit.
It's like every time I see you, he's like, you got a cat on you. It's great.
Oh, he's
Fluffy.
going to lay on me. The least he can do is let me fidget with his
He's
tail.
adorable. He's a pretty cat. All right,
He's a mess, is what he is.
Loki, roll a general perception check for me.
Regular, you got it.
Yeah.
See here. Perception. Normal. Yeah, okay. Gotta make sure I had everything clicked right. Oh. No.
What is it? 7.
Loki.
So
Taking a nap.
you Loki, you, even though it's nighttime, you're kind of sitting in a good spot here. You give a good view of the hole that's going to open up in the ground there. You can make out around it that the rocks and things and sticks and and such that are around it. They seem to have been maybe disturbed, moved. You couldn't really tell before, but now that you're sitting up here and you get a good look, you can see that things were definitely moved out of place to reveal this. It wasn't a kind of cave-in or anything like that. It was things were intentionally moved.
That is
Even with the 7.
bad.
Now that you're getting a good look, you can see. You have the floor.
So Talia's dozing off?
She is. She's kind of in and out of consciousness, as comfortable as she can be in her tree.
Hey, I rolled pretty high. I'm very
You did.
comfortable in my tree.
You did. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I'm gonna wake you up. Hey, Talia. Talia.
So Talia's gonna kind of jerk awake, and can I almost fall off my branch, but not actually fall off my branch?
Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
But it's also gonna scare
Dexterity check.
Cat off my shoulder and onto a nearby
Dexterity check.
branch. And I'm gonna look at Loki and be like, "What?
Don't make the cleric do a dex check. That's mean.
I should make her do a
Do
dex check.
it.
Yeah,
we should at
dex
least
check.
check to see whether or not
Alright.
she scares herself.
Dex save.
Dex save. Oh, okay. Dexterity.
Not a 1.
When the party wants you to make a dex
16.
save.
16. 16.
16 is a save.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
you're
did
totally
not fall
fine.
out of the tree, but I did
Like a
scare
champ.
Cat. Then I'm gonna give Loki a dirty look and say, "What?"
Don't want to alarm you, but after looking at the hole more closely, it doesn't look like it was uncovered naturally. Did you guys maybe open it yourselves?
No. It's already open when we got here.
Oh no, that's not good. That means someone opened it.
So then DM, can I I know it's kind of dark, but can I lean over and just look
Yeah.
closely at the hole to see if I can
Sure.
see what he's talking about?
Yes. Roll a perception check for me. Another one.
If you roll a 7 as well, I'm gonna laugh.
I will too.
So hard.
If you roll a 7, it's like a natural 20. I'm just saying.
Oh, is that how that works?
Yeah, 'cause that's 7 and 7's 14.
Ow.
Oh, natural 1.
Ah, you can't
So,
even see
Talia
the
actually-
hole.
Leans in close and loses her balance, falls through the hole. No, I'm just playing.
Aw.
Wait, if she
Um,
falls, can I grab her?
Talia, you you do lean in kind of for a closer look, and you kind of get the sense that oh man, I should be mean.
Not too mean.
There is a kind of a breeze that catches you off guard, Talia. Roll a dex save. Another one.
Another one?
Yeah.
Oh, I just survived
You were
the
so-
dex save.
I
You were
know,
so
I know.
distracted by the hole that you almost fell, and now we need to find out if you did.
Oh.
12.
And you did not.
Okay.
You did not fall.
You were just not
Make
with
it
it
easy.
this morning.
A
He woke
natural
me up.
one. I did not expect a natural one.
I didn't either.
It's really dark, so it's really hard for you to, for some reason, like it must be the angle that you're at, and compared to where Loki is sitting, and relative to like where the moonlight would be. You can't really make out details as Loki does, but
Okay. I'm just gonna look at Loki and be like, there's a reason we're watching it. There's not much that I can see from here, at least not until morning. I don't think it's safe to climb down there at night.
I mean, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but if someone opened this hole, what's gonna stop them from opening up another one? Or coming back to this one?
I mean, from what I could tell, the depths of this hole, now that we have discussed it, and we know the depth of the hole, it would be hard for anything to crawl out of it without assistance. And I feel like we would definitely hear if there was assistance down there to help them crawl out. But that does not mean that they won't come out of a different.
Did you guys check around here for another hole?
Not for another hole. The closest thing I found is... I didn't really go much looking past the tree, honestly. But I did find a place that looks like it might have been an old entrance. I pointed it out when you joined us.
At the time, I didn't think much of it. But this is concerning.
As if it
How
wasn't
far
already concerning.
How far do you think the tunnel leads?
So, Reeks, here I want to use my, oh crap. Brain spell. What is spell?
The detect undead?
Spell.
Detect good and evil?
Yeah, hold on.
Neverland.
What is spell?
That's good and evil.
Spell. Yeah, but where is it so I can link it? Shelter.
In your
She's
spell list?
Eyes the Gray.
So that tells me she has a lot more
Shadow
spells
touch.
than last time.
Shut up. Yes, it's this. No, share. So I want to open my senses to the undead and see how far away from this concentration of undead can I sense them. Is there another concentration that might signify another gathering place nearby?
okay. Yeah, you're right above them now. I was actually wondering if you were gonna. Okay, so I don't think we need to whisper room. I'll just
with
unless
its
you want me to.
newfound strongness that we discussed.
Yes. Yes. So, because you're closer now too, you would
yeah.
be able to see a lot. So if you would like, we can whisper room, or I could just tell you here. Your choice.
Just tell me.
Okay.
Share.
So, I'm gonna ping the
Shush.
map here for you. Let me make the map big for myself. All right, Talia. So what you see are very, very large areas of concern. Right there. Right here.
Oh no.
Right here.
Oh no.
Right here.
Oh.
Oh no.
Right here.
Oh no!
But
Wait,
Doesn't-
show me the last one again. I'm sorry, my
Wait.
map was zoomed out. Or zoomed
It
in.
says
Doesn't her spell-
Barthens.
doesn't her spell only
here.
go out to a range of 60 feet?
Yeah. So she has a little bit. Well, I don't want to give too much away
Yeah.
for.
They,
Oh,
trust
plot
me,
reasons.
this spell works like this now.
Yeah.
Plot reasons.
That was
and
my question
shenanigans.
before.
The question is, does she tell Loki about this revelation?
But there's nothing near the hole that you can see. There's absolutely no pings at all anywhere near the bottom of that hole.
Okay,
Oh,
so what
God.
I felt that brought me out to the tree is no longer there.
Oh, no.
That's right.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
When we say, for reference here, because I don't think anybody's fully explained it yet. When we say large concentrations, are we talking like 10 or 20, or are we talking 100 or 200?
Well, I never told you guys that. I know the answer to that.
I think I know the answer to that.
I hate you all.
So, Talia's gonna freeze for just a minute. And she's gonna look at Loki, and she's gonna be like, get down, and she's gonna start climbing out of the tree.
Okay. You can probably easily enough climb out of the tree without any kind of dex checks or anything.
My bird.
She's finally awake now.
So I'm gonna get out of the tree, and I want to start moving towards that area that looked like maybe an entrance to the caves.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, so that's where I want to head towards.
Sure. Okay.
Follow, 'cause something's going on.
Yeah, look, you just kind of see her just kind of moving in that direction.
Just like intensely focused, moving, Keket on my shoulder, and like the only thing that aside from like the intense focus that belies that something might be wrong is that I'm playing with a necklace that's under my shirt that is not out, and I'm kind of like so I want to go investigate this cave in.
Hey,
so
are you okay?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm not going to answer him. I'm just going to start looking around this area.
Loki, you see, there's like a glow that comes from kind of the Talia's chest area. Kind of there's like a purple, like a light purple shimmer that you can begin to see. Talia, you can too from your.
I'm going to pull my necklace out.
There's like a light purple shimmer you can see deep within it.
Okay.
Is that supposed to be doing that? Is that good?
I don't know. I'm going to step backwards away from the hole. Does anything change?
Yes. The dimness goes away.
I'm going to step towards the hole.
And the dimness comes back.
Okay, I'm going to take another step towards the hole.
And the shimmer is a little bit brighter now. It's purplish. You can see that there's like a little white specks that kind of shoot off from the inside of it.
Your own personal hot-cold monitor.
This is new.
Yeah.
Why are you making it do that?
Step.
Shimmer goes away. Shimmer comes back.
They just traded.
This is called the Shimmer Dance, everybody. Clap, clap.
Talia, you put
Hideous
your
or
left
something?
foot in and you put your left foot out.
Oh my god.
And I'm going to kind of, like, to myself, be like, it must be reacting to them. But why? It's never done this before. And I'm going to, like, drop to my knees and start investigating this cave-in area to see what I can see. And I totally just completely forgot that Loki is here, by the way.
Yeah.
This is not the plan, Talia. This is not the plan.
I'm just kind of looking around, like I don't know what's going on. I'm just here now. This is my life.
Are you assisting her as she gets on her knees and starts to like rub her hands across the ground and look for openings or like parts around the grass? Do you assist her?
Well,
do you stop her or anything?
I honestly have no idea what the hell she's looking for, so I'm just all I'm doing is I'm keeping an eye open, like around us, to make sure that nothing's sneaking up on us, and make sure we don't alert anything.
Good idea.
Yeah,
all right.
Because clearly she's not paying attention to her surroundings.
Yeah. This is great. Talia, are you searching around on the ground? Is that your doing?
Yeah. I'm like trying to see what it looked from the tree. Like it was maybe like an old entrance that had collapsed in on itself, But now I'm looking to see, did it really collapse in on itself? Is it made only to look like that? Is there something out of place here? Something that will tell me more about this entrance?
Yeah. So, roll a perception check for me.
Okay,
We're gonna-
don't screw me over this
I'm gonna
time.
dig into
Perception
this
check.
a little.
Much better.
Hey, that's really good.
Much better.
So, as you run your hands along the bottom of the hill here, kind of you can see there's some rocks and some boulders like along the outside edge. You can make out there's a 90-degree corner of a carved rock, it seems, or some kind of stone, which you could actually put your finger underneath and kind of peel the grass up a little if you'd like. And if you choose to do that, you see that there is some kind of an inscription on the stone itself. It seems to be some kind of a door or a hatch, or some kind of an entrance, or. But you can see that there's etchings on it. Kind of hard to make
Is it in a language I recognize?
It is not. I don't think.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't think that's helpful?
Yeah.
Do you need to look at my languages?
It is a language that you do not know.
Okay. So I mean, I know a couple of languages, so so I'm gonna like stop and look at it. And I'm going to say something in Egyptian that is mostly, I'll text it to you. I don't want to say it out loud.
Sure.
And then I'm going to finally register the fact that Loki followed me, and I'm going to look at him and say, you need to go get our talk. Like, right now. Don't let anyone catch you.
That's gonna
Very
be a
puzzled.
problem.
And I'm going to ask the DM whether or not I could message Artok.
You
Or
can. Let me see.
Too far away.
Yeah, you are really far. Damn.
Is it too
5,
far
10.
away? Even though
Yeah,
we're
it
already linked up?
No, that's a different thing. Message only has 120 foot range.
And we're not doing that link in the bar anymore. Everybody stepped out of it, so.
What if I use
In hindsight, maybe
my
not the best
The
thing
thing
to
with
do.
meta magic to extend it?
Oh shit! I gotta pull the book.
What's up? Sorry. I didn't hear what you said.
He's
Oh,
already
never mind,
using
never mind.
Metamagic.
I didn't.
Oh, metamagic.
I didn't use the distance one. Never mind. I can only use twin or careful. Never mind.
Oh.
Oh
okay.
yeah, you didn't pick those. That's right.
Yeah, I thought I took the distance one, but I took careful instead. Dang it.
Oh,
Wait.
this is where those sending stones would be quite a help. I'm just saying.
Hush, Frankie.
Yeah, for more gold than we've made this entire damn time.
Right.
I know. It's true.
Frankie's got fucking commercials fucking all over.
It's true.
It's like any
Fucking
cell phone
advertising.
I was sold
Get
by
bad.
a guy from Jersey. It's gonna break.
Yeah, man, they look in the distance, they see a billboard that says, "Told ya."
Made you look.
Oh god.
What the sending stones really are just rocks you can write a message on and then chunk across the map.
That's true.
That's great.
There you go.
Right.
Use the freaking catapult spell. It'll go farther.
That's
Yes. You could probably, Loki, I'll say, if you want to, you could probably make your way towards Artok if you wanted to.
I was probably what I was going to do was I was going to first try to message and
Yeah.
fail, and then I would probably try to go towards town closer to see whenever I could eventually connect with them.
Sure. Let me, what's the range on message? It's 100?
120 feet.
120 feet.
$65.
You're only technically 65 feet away.
So would it work?
Wait, so this inn is only like
I mean,
like
I thought
not
that was
really.
much
This
further
map
away.
isn't really.
that's
I
why
mean,
it scale's a little off.
Because
Because if you look at the bottom down here, the 120 feet is like.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
it's
not
different
pay
on the
attention
map
to
here.
the squares.
So he's probably estimate 400 feet away from me.
yes,
Okay,
exactly.
if it took
400 or
15 minutes
500.
to walk out here, like I know we didn't walk in a straight line, but It took 15 minutes to walk out here. So.
Yeah, it is quite far then.
There,
Wet
I'll take
and
the grid
rainy.
away.
So he'd have to get to probably here.
Around the
Where it would work.
smithy-ish.
Minimum.
Minimum.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Sorry, the map is
Not to scale.
not really. Yeah.
That's what
Well,
I
this-
figured about this map.
There's
That's
the
fine.
scale at the bottom. I mean, if we use
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that's better to use that scale. So the town master's hall is a little bit small, for instance.
Right.
The hills
The
and stuff.
buildings are not to scale, but like their placement is generally.
I mean,
Yeah,
if, you're
generally.
if you're looking at that, this front side of the building's 50 feet. That's reasonable.
Oh, you took the square grid away. I was going to. Can you put it
Yeah.
back up real quick? Actually?
I can. Hold on.
super ominous music.
Then
in the
every
background.
square is about 20 feet.
That's fine. We can just leave it up then.
Yeah, every square is about 20 feet.
Okay.
If
All
you
right.
Look at the scaling there.
So Loki, if you'd like to move to that position, actually, give me a dex check.
I just mark
for,
where
You
Mark
should
where I wanted
also
to go.
read what I say. Where he does that.
Yeah.
To see if that plays into anything. Because that's entirely on you.
Ooh, look at you with the research. You know your stuff, dude.
I try to.
All right. Okay. I love it actually,
Okay.
and
if
we're
that
we're gonna
helps,
we're gonna play with it.
then,
It does.
okay.
So Loki, roll a dexterity check for me, and a stealth check.
Okay. Is there a way to roll this at the same time, or am I just
You'll have to click them differently. Yeah.
Okay, so let's do a dexterity first, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, and also as Loki's leaving, I'm going to kind of whisper after him, tell Artok to come back with paper. Oh.
Nice.
I took a shit earlier. I need to wipe. Oh, sorry.
God. Did you
Children, we're playing with children.
Yeah.
Nice.
17. Very nice. Loki, you
Can't find oh, there it is.
run and slip
That's-
around the corners with those hooves. Oh, look at that.
Jesus, dude.
Your stealth actually is you feel hidden, Loki. Not only hidden, but you feel almost assisted in your hiding. You feel lighter on your feet, Loki. And you feel more in tune with the shadows around you, we'll say.
Okay.
Yeah. So you absolutely are able to move to that location. We'll say.
Okay, so
You can send message if you'd like.
well, the whole time I'm running, I'm trying messaging.
Yeah.
I'd run like
you have to
50
know where the
yards.
person is.
You keep dialing and dialing and
Yeah,
dialing until
and
the call finally goes through.
Yeah, it
It's
says
funny.
a direction that you point your message is
So
sent.
he just keeps pointing his finger until
Yeah.
it goes.
We'll say it.
Basically.
Yeah, we'll allow it for sure.
Says as long as I'm within range.
Yes.
So what would you like to send, Loki? You have the floor.
Trying to think what would be most.
crazy.
Artok! Emergency! Artok!
You just get a little bit of a wait.
Yeah.
Like, you reply like, no shit, we're about to break into this building.
You're about to do what?
Did he not know what we were going to do?
That's the
I don't
message
think we
back.
were subtle.
I need my spell book and focus, or else I'm not gonna be able. I'm gonna be less than useless.
We have trouble.
No kidding. There's a giant hole full of undead.
No, I mean, Talia's acting funny, and she found something, and she said that I had to get you immediately.
A little. Wait, what did she find?
I don't know.
Just like you hear like a sigh, like over the message, like when you come and get me, please come with more information. Either way, I have literally nothing but the prison clothes I have on me that are soaking wet as I'm in this ditch next to Trix. We need to get my spell book and my focus. Once
Okay,
we can do that,
okay.
I can follow you and we can go back to her.
Wait, does that mean you're a prison
how about-
bitch? I'm sorry.
How about you go to Talia while me and Trix get your spell book and focus?
And do what? Whittle my thumbs?
It seemed
Also,
important.
if I move out from here, those guards are gonna definitely see me in this bright orange at night. I'm gonna stick next to Trix. Seems like if I stick a little closer to her, I'm hidden a little more easily. It feels.
Well, maybe I can distract the guards for you.
Oh my god, just go over
Either
to her.
way, I need my spell book. She's gonna not know where we are. What you could do, I would say, just wait there. You're obviously close enough, and just let Trix go in and get it. Let us go in and get it. Just wait there. Keep an eye out. Watch to see if they come and send me a message if you see them.
Okay.
Okay. I turn to Trix. I just whispering. So this was all over message, so people couldn't hear it. I whispered.
But I
to
was
Trix,
singing like
Loki
any
is
outward.
freaking- No, you just kind of see me like. You can say I'll do like I do the facial expressions, like I'll sigh, and you're just staring at me.
But
I
I would
guess.
just
Well,
be
with
giving
message,
this
you
look
actually
of,
have
like,
to speak,
the-
don't you?
No,
I would just be giving you this look like the.
I don't think you have
hell?
to speak. Oh, it is verbal and somatic.
No, there's a verbal command, but I don't think you.
No,
The
you
target-
actually have to speak 'cause it's
Target
like
and only the
whisper.
target hears the message. So
Right,
no,
yeah.
Okay, never
Trix
mind.
wouldn't have heard it.
No, Trix wouldn't have heard Loki, but she might have heard you responding back.
No, then
No,
that's still part of sending.
She wouldn't hear
Only
it.
the target hears it. But I
can,
probably
like,
would
get-
have seen you like moving your mouth.
Yeah, you're just like kind of like muttering and like a big sigh, and then I
This
just
would be
turn
like
like
side
afterwards.
eye
I
of,
look
like-
down at you and I'm just like, Loki is freaking out. We need to get this book. I'm not really sure what's going on, but he came all the way back into town after us.
Trying to think. Has anyone in the group used message around Trix before?
Me just now.
I think I messaged you once to tell you that you'll be okay.
Alright. So they're running this side eye of like, the hell is wrong with him?
I just look at her like, maybe that's something. Wait, no, I don't think I can teach you that because it's a cantrip.
Later stuff.
Yeah. Well, I think you have to figure it out on your own. That's more of a you and Reeks figuring that out. But say it's maybe you'll pick that up in the future. But seems like we need to move quickly. He's gonna keep an eye out and let me know if they start coming back this way. I say we move now.
I agree. The faster we get this over with, the better.
All right, but I'm gonna. You go first. I'm gonna follow. I feel like I'll knock something over or trip or wake everybody up. I'll step where you step.
Fine. What do I see on this side of the building, Riggs?
You see a very nicely painted, freshly hewn log cabin building.
And like, are there windows? Are there doors? Anything on this side that I could use to gain entry into the building?
Roll a perception check.
Okay.
I love this this kind of heist thing going on here. This is cool.
Oof.
A 5.
Ew.
You
Wow.
don't see shit. So yeah, on this side here, Trix, you don't seem to see any windows on the side of the building here. And
Then
although
I will-
it's pretty dark.
I will continue moving along in this direction around the side of the building, looking to see if there's any other possible points of entry other than the front door, doing my best to remain stealthy as I do.
I believe you're still using your ability
Last for an hour.
called Pass Without a Trace. Yeah, very nice.
And
I'll go ahead and link that
and
again
I'm
for
trying
reference.
to stay close to her.
Yeah, for sure.
So I can benefit from it. Because I'm not really sure what she's doing, but I definitely feel safer.
I don't even know what I'm doing.
Tricks, let me see here. Passive perception. 12. You see, the coast seems to be clear. From what you can see, Tricks.
I am going to move very slowly and tell him stay. Just like right there. You're like right at the corner.
Do you know what you're looking for? I whisper back to her.
Away in the building.
So you see all in there. Let me come with you. It's gonna be quicker. You break the lock. I'll check.
No, stay here
In and out.
until I have a point of entry. Here is easier to hide.
But I don't feel safe out in the open. I'm bright orange, and then I'm also wearing bright orange clothes.
Stay at the corner while I get the door open.
So you, Tricks, you see, just as you kind of round the corner here, there are a couple of trees in the front. There's kind of a newly built kind of looks like a little shack being built kind of in front. Maybe like a woodshed or something. There are ruins
such a way
everywhere.
that I could kind of like tuck him in a corner where he could see the door, but not be easily seen from the street.
Yeah. The only thing is, just as you round the corner, you see a short, large man walk out of the door. He kind of has something clutched underneath his arm. Looks like some cloth. It's really hard to see. It's dark. As he comes out of the door, he goes, pats his chest, closes the door, rest of the door, locks the door, puts the key back in his pocket, and begins to walk. I don't have a token for this. I'm sorry. And begins to walk from the door, and I'll ping the map towards the end, seemingly center of
What I
town.
will ask is, what he's carrying, does it look like it could even remotely possibly be anything belonging to Artok?
Roll a perception check.
I see this too.
You do.
Okay.
Roll it. I would say with advantage, but it's probably not possible because it's dark and it's.
I have
So
dark
just, yeah.
vision.
Just give me a regular good old perception
Not
check.
me
Let's see how
night
you do.
vision.
No whammies.
Oh, nicely done. From what you see, Trix, it looks like a robe and something that is rigid underneath the robe that he seems to be carrying.
Does it look like it could be the size of a spellbook and/or focus?
It does. And he seems to be moving towards the inn at a brisk pace. Seems to be just kind of casually strolling towards the inn. Like, doesn't seem to be, briskly,
All right,
but not seem to
I'm
be.
going to do a quick glance, like, over towards here, towards there, the lines of sight where our traffic might be, make sure I don't see anybody coming in this direction. Do I?
You do not.
Okay, then I'm going to motion at Artok to shush, follow me. I'm going to drag him to this corner as quickly and quietly as we can, and then point at, like, my eyes and point at the guy.
Just put my hands up like, what does that mean?
No, you eyes watch, but like with motions is what I'm trying to convey.
I just whisper, I see him, yeah, okay.
But keep an eye on him. He may
Okay.
have your stuff. I want to check inside
He has
first.
my stuff?
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah. So you can see him. He goes up towards the inn, kind of brushes his coat off and steps in the inn.
Wait, if he steps in the inn, do I see him?
Yes, but we'll get to you in just a sec.
Okay, just making sure.
Yep.
Because I'm like standing
I'm
outside the
gonna
inn
just
right
kind of whisper to Artok, keep an eye on that door, see if he comes out or not. I want to check inside to see if your stuff is in there or not.
Real quick, before
Yeah.
she does that, can I just check both of our clothes real quick? Do any of them look like they're made of fleece?
You're close.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me ask this. Do I have my shopping on me?
You do. Yeah, you have your
I have
fleece on you.
place.
Yeah.
Well, can I see it like from where?
It'd probably be like towards the top of her bag. I could foresee like a chunk of it poking out.
Reese, would I be able to see that? I don't know.
That is entirely up to Trix. I mean, you could always just ask her, like, hey.
A quarter,
Good,
like,
but I'm
hanging
not
out
gonna
of the bag.
stop. Like, I'm just not gonna stop her. So I was just seeing if I could see it.
But there could be like a
don't
little
wanna-
quarter of it, because I got like a yard by a yard, and there
Yeah.
could be like a quarter of that like blanket of fleece. Just
Fine.
sticking
I'll
out.
just grab it, tear off like a little chunk of it, and stick it back in, and then just like put my hand like on the small of your back and just shove you through the door.
What is going on with Lyric? I'm sorry. Lyric, are you okay?
Wait, it's locked,
I'm having
isn't
a
it?
stroke. I'm having a stroke.
Oh,
I'm having a stroke.
What happened?
We're sitting on metagaming
Okay,
pigeons,
hold
okay?
on. I'm avoiding the meta pigeon, okay? But I'm gonna message you because you have to share in my strokeness.
Oh, okay. I was just curious because I see her. She's like flipping out, but I don't hear anything. I'm like, wait.
She's been flipping
I'm
out
sorry.
to me. And I said, Artok, I sent it to you as well.
See it.
Yeah. Totally. Yeah. I know, I saw that too. I was like, I was a little bit worried about it, to be honest, but I'm kind of glad that it didn't happen. Yeah.
We'll tell you later, Uncle. We'll tell you later.
It's okay. It's actually, don't worry. It's better that didn't happen. You'll see why.
Okay, cool.
I
Yeah,
get that.
you'll see.
Just
But basically, what I'm going
Jesus.
to do is ask Artok to keep an eye on the dude, and I'm going to start working on the door and trying to unlock it.
But if he went into the
Okay.
end, did Loki see him?
Ooh, cool.
Yes.
He's
Yeah.
not a
So
guard.
I-
But we'll get back to you in just a
I
second.
just move past her and just try and
Yeah.
stay stealthy, getting in the trees and
Okay.
keep an eye on the
Yeah.
end.
So as you can look around here, you can see that it's about 1 a.m. It's really late. There's nobody out here. You can see the distant, like in the distance, you can see like a torch from like a town guard, maybe like way off in the distance to the west. You can see Artok from where you are. You can see that there is a body laying near the rocks in the pond over towards the to the west. Seems to be laying on the ground, maybe passed out.
Drunk guard is drunk.
Can I tell what it is from here? Or it's like a body.
It's just a body, yeah, just a form from where
Right.
you're standing.
So I'm gonna try Loki again with message because I was pretty close to where I was.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna see if it works. Does it connect from here?
It does.
I'm gonna mine cell range.
Drive
there's-
service.
Can you hear me
It
now?
just
That's
wouldn't
right.
go. I see a body
What?
over by the rocks. It's just a form. I can't tell from here who it is. Did anything come out of that hole?
No.
Are you
But-
sure? Because
But looking at the hole,
there could be a dead
didn't
guy
look-
here.
I mean, it didn't look like the hole was naturally open, like someone had opened it. But we didn't see anything leave.
Okay. Well, I need to check.
Wait.
We need.
I'll check. I'll check.
Well,
Right
you can
here,
meet me- you can meet me there. It's over by the rocks. No, further by the water. You're gonna have to cross the square. Try and stay as over there.
Okay. I'm not, this is not in the conversation. I'm just asking.
No, I know. You're just like, wait, these rocks? Like, I can just tell. Like, no, the ones we were over at earlier today. Alright, stay low, move fast, and I'll meet you there.
The lake where Talia hanged out.
Yes, exactly. Right. I'm gonna make a break for it. 3, 2, 1, and I just stay low, and I just not running, but like
Oh,
moving
please,
quickly.
please tell me I see that.
And then I just slide into the behind the rocks near the body. on the mud.
Yeah, this is great.
You have no idea how much fun I can have with this.
All right,
What do we see?
you see a guard passed out in the mud. He looks like he tripped on a rock or something. He's like half of his face is all muddy. You think is mud. His clothes are completely messed from head to toe, covered in mud. He has had a very long night drinking. He is in a better place right now, seemingly.
Is he dead? Like,
They're like,
No,
What it
he's just
sounded like.
he's just dreaming.
say he's in a better place,
I'm
Reed.
sorry, he's dreaming. He's
Good choice.
my bad.
He's in his happy place, right?
Look,
Yeah.
Loki's
He's
just
better-
gonna go.
Yeah.
Loki's just gonna go. Ugh. You smell that?
Oh
This
yeah,
guy
smells
smells
pretty
like
bad.
smells like some guys I know back home. And I'm just gonna like, if I like am rough with him, is he gonna wake up, or is he like out?
Roll a general. God, I don't even know what to tell you to roll.
Like, how
here.
drunk is he? Slash sick.
He's pretty messed up, man. Like he's not only just shit faced drunk, but you can see there are piles of puke all around him. He's in bad shape.
Oh
Right.
God, that's
Yeah.
nasty.
He's in bad shape.
So I'm just gonna say, like, I'm gonna look at Loki. I'm gonna say keep an eye out, and I'm gonna use my minor conjuration to make a coil of rope,
Yeah.
and then I'm just gonna hog tie him.
Oh no!
I'm gonna see this. What are you doing?
Easily done. There's no resistance.
Obviously, I mean, this is probably unnecessary, but just in case he wakes up.
Grave
And then I'm
even
gonna start searching his
further.
pockets.
You want to search his pocket?
Yeah, I'd
Let's
like
see
to
this,
just
like-
start like rummaging around in
Kidnapping
his
a
pockets.
guard.
Are you
robbing
mugging
a
him? What are
guard.
you doing? Doc?
Seeing if there's a key. Like, I mean, Trix is working on it right now, but could come in
Speaking of,
handy.
Guys,
So
like,
I'm
this
just gonna
guy's
search his
freaking
pockets and
drunk.
see
We should
what
be
he
helping
has.
him, not mugging him.
Roll an investigation.
I've already set a bed on fire. I mean, might as well run up the tally here. If you,
You said a
feel
what?
uncomfortable with it, just keep an eye out. Don't do anything. I'll take care of it. What,
Our
what
talk
did
is
you want
more
me to do,
rogue
Reese?
than the rogue.
Roll an investigation check.
I'll give it back. Like, this isn't for. I'm borrowing it.
Look at him incredulously, like, really?
There are dead undead underground. I think we have larger
23.
priorities. Yeah. 23.
You find there's like a little sack of coin in his pocket there, equating to about 19 silver pieces.
I put those back. I don't need that.
Yeah, there's like a half-eaten piece of bread, and like kind of down deep. It's pretty dirty at this point.
I put that like in his mouth, just like you need to eat something.
Oh God!
Just make sure. I'd look at Loki and I was like, make sure he doesn't choke.
So bad.
That's funny. You
Don't want him to die from alcohol poisoning. Bread's great.
There is no key
Only if you
from anywhere.
eat
that you
it.
can-
But that's it. Just bread and coins.
Just bread and coins. Yeah. Sorry, I had to give you something.
I just look at Loki and like, well, he didn't have anything useful, so I dissipate the rope and then I kind of grab his collar and drag him over to the rocks and under the tree, so he's just out of the and upright, so he's not like face down and gonna die in his own puke.
I'm sorry,
Aw,
I
be
forgot.
there.
There is a set of dice.
Oh, a set of dice.
Forgot. Yeah, I had that written down here. A set of dice. Yeah.
Do they look like just regular dice, or?
They seem to be regular dice.
Huh.
Hmm.
Looking at this guy as a drunk and the money he has in his pocket, I'm just gonna look at Loki real quick, and then is there like a flat area that nearby that's not gonna be super wet?
Oh, I love what you're doing here. Yes.
All right, I'd like to roll the dice on it.
All right. So I would say you roll the dice. What would you like to do exactly?
Just see what they come up with.
Yeah. You're noticing that one of the die seem to be landing on one a lot.
That's what I thought they were. I'm gonna pocket those.
All right,
I'm
you
just
got
gonna
it.
say like, I'm gonna put him up, like propped up, have the bread on his lap, make sure he's not puked. I'm just look at Loki. I'm like, this is my fee, and hold the dice.
Nice. So you take
And
both?
Dragged him out. I take both.
Okay.
And drag him out of the wet mud and somewhere dry under the tree.
All right.
That's so fucking.
That's great.
It's mugged a guard.
Well,
He had
It's my
trick
service
dice.
fee.
He was a very good guard.
yeah. No debt goes unpaid.
That's
I saved his
great.
life.
All right, so-
I say Loki. I'm like, we're already over
Yeah.
here. We might as well go find tricks.
Yeah. And actually, we're going to cut at this point right now to the inn. Just give me 1 second here.
I am technically standing outside the inn.
Oh, you are?
When the guards
Well-
came at me, I
Nathan.
rushed out of the inn.
Oh, that's right. He did.
Oh,
go
that's right.
outside.
So, well, do you want to do, Azel, do you want me to do my stuff first? With
I
Toblin
want
and the guard?
Yes.
Okay.
Would
Toblin
anyone
wants
Right.
to
be in there
stay out
to
of this
see it?
shit.
Right, no, that's the thing. I hung around to see what the
Yeah.
guards were
That's what I
doing.
was asking, yeah. Let me.
But as soon as that
Answer is
conversation was
unequivocally
over
yes.
enough. As soon as that conversation was over enough, then I would have left.
My cats!
But wait, was it the one dice that kept
Yes.
coming up as one?
Only
Okay,
the one.
Other,
Yeah.
The other one looked pretty normal.
Pretty normal, yeah.
Well, yeah, but when you have loaded die, you have one that's loaded and one that's regular, so that you can
Why?
only roll
why?
the loaded one when you.
Yeah, the
need to.
question is, why roll a die that's loaded for one?
Snake eyes.
There are a lot of games
You
that
give it.
use one.
You give it
No.
to your.
Snake eyes are bad in a
Like
game of craps.
games that the DM
Oh,
like put in the
You're not
game.
playing. Have you ever played actual dice?
No.
Yeah.
There are
mean,
some games where it is a good thing.
Snake eyes are really
or to
good.
be able to to predict it is
Like-
really good.
Like what you play on the street with dice, you do like over under. And you bet the over, you bet the
Over
under.
X or under X, right? Or
Yep.
something to that effect.
Yeah, so like the person says like over 6, or the other person like, okay, I'll take that bet. And if it's over 6 total, then that person gets the money. If it's under, I think if it's the same, it's reroll. If I remember it, with another ante. But
Meh.
Kind of like
I'm
a
a
dollar
little curious
nothing
as to
is a-
why Fries knows so much about how.
I just got finished watching The Wire. That's how I know about it.
Likely excuse, but okay, take it.
No, I'm not a gambler. Not when I can't cheat.
You
At
ready?
least not IRL.
I mean, I used to count cards in Atlantic City.
Shame. Shame.
Not illegal. Just get your knees broken.
Somehow
You're not
I am
careful
not.
about
Yeah.
it yet.
Somehow
Yeah, they
I'm
just
not
beat you up
surprised
until
to
you
hear
wrote.
that.
Get back your money or get beat the fuck up.
Oh, hey, my token. Yeah, we need to fix that token. We need to
It's alright.
figure out how to make it
Okay.
my own custom token again.
So let me just let you know, guys, know like how the timeline here is going to work with this. So as Harbin is walking back, I'm going to put his token right here, just so
Who?
everybody knows. Harbin, yeah, the town master.
You
Ah.
walked out.
Yeah, so he hasn't gotten in the inn yet. We're just going to put him here.
The-
I recognized him because I met him earlier when I asked about where the magic shop was.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Harbin Winster. He's the town master.
Velvet?
Harbin. Winster?
Spell Winster?
Winster, I think.
Thank you.
Anyway, yeah. So we're gonna do the guard thing, and then we'll have him walk in. Okay. So, does anybody outside want to interact with him as he's walking before we do this? Is everybody good?
I am currently invisible, so I am just
Okay.
standing at the doorway, so...
I just wanted to give everybody outside a chance because, you guys kind of
We did our
passed.
stuff.
Yeah, you did your thing. So, all right, cool. So the guards walk up to Toblin after seeing first Artok say, you know, hang a ghost, and then disappear, and then see Azel also disappear in front of them.
They're not
The guards-
having a day.
Yeah, the guards are walking up to Toblin. They walk up to Toblin. Toblin looks at them and says, "Listen, you've had a long day, I could see. How about you come on over here and your good old friend Toblin will hook you up with a very nice end of day drink. What do you say, boys?" I'm gonna roll a persuasion check here.
No,
Toblin.
Toblin.
D&Ding with himself.
I am. I have to. A little, you know. 15 and a 19. So against the guards. Oh, that's really good. All right. Man, that kind of worked out. So the guards walk up. They catch a stool, a bench here, and the one sweeps the cat down onto the floor.
Rude.
And looks at Toblin. Hey, you know you have a feline problem here, Toblin. They carry on a conversation a little bit here, and Toblin assures them that without going too far into it, I feel like I'm ripping you guys off by not doing it, but it would be weird to roleplay with myself.
Do it.
Just give us the interesting lines.
Okay.
Please do it.
So-
Hey, you
so
made me
Toblin-
play with myself.
That's fair. So Toblin, the guards asked Toblin, we have some problems with some new people that have come into town here. Some people that we're pretty sure you have been putting up here in the inn. We're gonna have to find that orc. I don't know what funny business is happening here, but Toblin interrupts and says, I understand, boys. I get it. You're doing your job. You're just taking orders. What if I were to give you some information about something else? Maybe about some activity that's going on around the corner that in town. The people that you're not a very big fan of. You maybe go and take care of that, and let good old Toblin take care of your other problems here. What exactly are you worried about? And then the guard cuts in and says, it's not every day that we put someone in prison or jail overnight to cool off, and we come back and their bed is on fire. They push through us and then lock us in. Justice is justice. Something has to be done. Toblin says, indeed. Here, drink up, boys. Drink up. He hands them both a glass, and he says, we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about this. And they both take a drink. And Toblin says, yes, we will talk about this. The guards.
What did you do to the guards, Toblin?
The guards seem a little bit more relaxed, Azel, from where you're standing. You can see the one guard kind of pointing up, like pinching something in the air. It looks like he's trying to take something that's like out of the air and like bring it closer to him. The other guard is just fixated on one of these cats. It's just watching a cat like bouncing around on one of these ribbons here, one of the decorations for Azel's party.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna react because I'm invisible. I'm just gonna stifle my laughter as much as I can, and
Yeah.
I'll talk to Toblin about that later. And
Yeah.
And then I see him walk in.
You do. You see, he walks right past you. Actually, almost walks like through. You have to move out of the way quick. And as he walks up to the bar here, and Toblin says, "Oh, Harbin, it's nice to see you. Here, have a seat. Looks like a couple of your guards already are and already enjoying themselves." And Harbin looks over at both of them, and shakes his head a bit. Says, "I'm looking for some people here that you put up, particularly a very large dragon type. Have you seen him around anywhere?" And Toblin says, "A drink, Harbin, first, before we get anything going here, friend. You've had a long day. You look like you've been sitting down for a while. Here, let me give you some good stuff." He says, "Yeah, of course." But he says, "Oh, the dragon. It just so happens that it's been been a couple hours since I've seen him. I think the last time I heard he was heading to Willowwood City, maybe. Can't remember. I think that's what he said. Maybe it's hard to say. Everybody's gone their different directions tonight. No one's really at the inn, as you can see. We're not really sporting a crowd this evening. Harbin walks up to him and puts down the clothing and the hard substance, whatever's inside the clothing, and puts it on the counter, and says, "Listen, I think we got off to a bad start here. Well, if you see your friend, your buddy, tell him to come and have a talk with me. We'll settle this. We'll clear this up. There's no need to hide or run around. We're reasonable here. Maybe we could talk about some things." He sits down and takes Toblin's glass, and Toblin looks over at the doorway where Azel's standing. And Toblin kind of gives Azel like a nod, it's okay.
Like, I'm okay to go?
Like, everything seems fine. Like, I've got it.
Toblin's the real MVP, dragging the
Yeah,
guards, de-escalating.
What he's probably going to catch if he gives me that kind of signal, I'm going to interpret it as, I'm okay, you can go.
Okay.
So, if he notices anything, because I am invisible, what he's
Yeah.
going to notice is the door slowly swinging open, like signaling that, yeah, I'm leaving, I'm getting out of here.
Yeah, for sure. And Toblin distracts Harbin, who looks over at, kind of for a second, looks over, and he says, "Oh, you see these cats down here? This one down here got into all of mine." He starts going on and on and on. By the way, where did all these cats come from? And then, you can go ahead and take over, Azel.
Okay.
Are you going outside?
Yeah. And the question I ask is, what do I notice when I'm outside?
As you notice us sprinting to the lake.
Like, what's the timing here?
Okay, the timing is Harbin just walked in, and Loki and Artok just went over to the lake. They haven't really investigated him yet.
Okay, so they haven't hogtied the guy yet.
No.
Can I see them?
Let me. Oh, I put your character in the wrong spot. Give me one second. You are temporarily an NPC, my friend.
We need to fix that.
I know, we do. Let me find you.
That's a
I'm sorry,
tomorrow
guys.
problem.
Yep.
Future us.
Why am
problem.
I hearing hospital bed beeps?
Really?
Yeah.
No, that's like
know.
something squeaking.
Is it on my
metal.
sound?
It might be. I don't know.
Uh-oh.
I don't hear it.
No, I don't think it's on your audio. I think it's like in somebody's background.
Oh, okay. I was like, shit. Shouldn't be. All right.
Modern technology in a high fantasy game?
All right, Azel, you have the floor.
Well, do I see Artok and Loki run over to
From
them?
where you are in the darkness, probably not. No. I would say at this point, you look outside and it's rainy, it's muddy. You could probably see about that far up the street that way, and about that far that way.
Could I maybe potentially figure out where anyone is? Like, could I try to track someone or look for footprints or something like that?
Or look for movement.
I mean, you can have a nice jolly stroll down the middle of the road if you'd like. You do have a very high passive perception, so if you just took kind of a walk.
Yeah, but the question is, do I want to be funny or do I want to be serious? So.
Oh, we do have a lot to get to.
I know. With
Up to you.
everything that's gone on, and this is going to be probably not productive at all, but with everything that's gone on and everything that's been talked about with the stuff that was in the inn and the stuff that's going on around town, do I have a general knowledge of where Talia is, like, currently?
So when you were all in the inn phasing, I'm pretty sure that you were in the conversation where she was going on about the hole and about the tree. I feel like you would probably have a
She
roundabout
pointed in
idea.
the direction and mentioned like how far away it was.
Okay.
I
Perfect.
vaguely pointed it in the direction. I just want to point out that I never said specifically where the hole in the tree were. I vaguely pointed in the direction, which all that means is that he knows it's northwest and that it's a tree to the northwest of town.
You also did mention about how long it took to
About
get there.
15 minutes. But 15 minutes northwest could be anywhere in the northwest of town. I trusted our talk with the information of my exact location.
Yep. And looking at this map here, Azel, it'd be easy for anybody kind of to walk around and process of elimination, but this place is really big considering, like the map. Like I said before, the map doesn't really.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk to the middle of town, try to get a better view and distance of the general area.
Sure.
What do I see?
First I have to ask Loki and Artok. I didn't do this before. Are any of you using any source of light?
No.
I didn't think so. All right.
No.
From your position here,
wait,
Artok,
my rope glows a little bit. So in the time that I hogtied him and was searching his pockets until I dissipated it, there was a slight glow.
All right, let me see if it lines up. Oh, I got a natural 1. All right, we'll see. We'll say that you could probably see a glimmer for probably a second, Azel. Enough, because he has a very high passive perception. So.
My passive perception is 17, by the way.
Yeah.
Well, I'm curious. I'm gonna go in the direction of that faint little glimmer.
Sure. Is Artok and Loki, are you at all trying to be? Well, I would imagine you're trying to be somewhat stealthy.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm not trying to make the glow like super noticeable.
Yeah.
So I mean, like,
Azel, I don't.
And turn him over. So if it's a glimmer, it's probably because I hogtied him, turned him over to kind of cover it up, and while I was searching his pockets.
Azel, I don't think we're going to allow this, only because it would be be hard to explain. You just kind of walk out of town and just happen to find Artok and Loki. Is there anything else that you wanted to do outside?
I mean,
like,
I basically ran away from the guards.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no sense in me staying in the town. Yeah, I'm gonna try to go over to where Talia is. I mean, I'm basically left in the dust, guys.
Yeah, you're in bad shape.
Nobody told me where they went. Artok's in jail. I don't even know if he's gotten out.
Yep.
He's still.
Yeah, disaster.
Actually, you would have seen them come in looking for Artok. You saw that.
I mean, I was in there talking to you, and then
between him and the guards, like you can't catch a ghost and all that.
Yeah.
You can't hang a ghost.
So you know, you don't have any clue where he's at.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm basically on my own at this point.
Azel, do you have any source of light on you that you're using?
I technically do.
I mean, are you using it?
No.
Okay, so you are pretty far. If you look at the scale, the marker down there on the map.
Yeah.
You are pretty far from Artok and Loki. I don't think you'd be able to see them.
I'm about 40 to 50 feet.
Yeah. Even with the 17% passive perception. Like, it's dark, it's rainy.
Oh, you're more than that. You're probably closer to 100 feet.
You're pretty far. Like, you would have to be within 30-ish, 20-ish, 30-ish feet to even have any kind of an idea that they were there. It's dark, it's thundery, it's rainy. You know?
I can see in dim light within 60 feet of me.
You're not within 60 feet.
Trust your DM.
I know.
If there is something specific in particular that you'd like to do, we'll go ahead and go in that direction. Like, are you actively trying to find your team? Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah.
So
somebody, I don't have anything to do.
I would say this, Hazel. So
he's a leaf in the wind.
If you're willing to sacrifice your stealth for speed, I'll let you run around the town and eventually find Artok and Loki 100%. But it'll take you maybe a half an hour in the game.
Sacrifice my stealth. What do you
Yep.
mean?
Which
Like,
means
Give up your
somebody may or
invisibility
may
and
not
move
see
quickly.
you when you're moving. Yeah.
Well, I'm invisible currently.
Oh shit, you're right.
I have about an hour's worth of invisibility.
Okay, well then I'd say you. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm.
It's
half
been
at
a
it.
week.
It
and you're not
has, and
feeling
I'm
great.
I'm not feeling the best tonight.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll say for the sake of it, Hazel. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. You do find them. As long as you're willing to take like a half an hour or something to look for them in the game.
I'm just trying to figure out what the heck's going on. Like, I'll be a part of the freaking heist, or I'll be a part of helping Tolly out, whatever I need to do.
Mhm.
But
Yeah, we're kind
yeah,
of in a weird spot in the game.
if I honestly just wander around and like stumble upon them at some point, I'm okay with that. Let's just say I'm
We'll allow
looking for them. I see Artox tracks in the
Bam,
mines.
there you go.
Yeah. Okay. Now,
Within it's so a half an hour has passed. It's about 2:30.
Can I pick my lock now?
no, hold on. Wait. Now, so can I sneak up on them once I notice that they're there?
Can you sneak up on them? You can't sneak up on Artok
Well,
because that is unable to happen.
He's certainly welcome to try.
You can try. Yeah.
Right.
I don't want to give anything away for Artok, but Artok
isn't
kind
it
of
just
has.
for things in danger or can't be surprised.
He can't be snuck up on.
I didn't share that yet. Reed.
Oh, I'm sorry. Shit. Sorry, bad DM.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I'm still gonna try. All right.
Okay. Yeah, try.
I'm still technically invisible.
Okay.
And I noticed them,
Oh, yeah.
and I'm thinking, this is
Okay.
prime time for me to, just kind of like be funny.
That's
So
hilarious.
what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to stealth, and I'm gonna stealth around Artog actually, and I'm gonna get close to this unconscious guy that's just randomly there. I'm like, well, did they kill him? Like, if you want, I'm gonna roll a stealth check, but
yeah, please. Yep.
at advantage.
I don't think you need
I'm
to because you're
invisible?
invis, but
Well,
Well,
yeah.
there's
'cause-
sound.
Well,
Yeah.
it's raining.
that's true.
Eh.
Yeah, let's get a stealth check. See if you fall in the mud, make a noise.
My stealth is a +6. Let's see.
Splashy.
Roll a 1. Roll a. Oh.
Oh, that was close. Yeah, you're easily moving around in the mud here in the rain
So-
and stuff.
I'm going to look at the guy on the ground.
All right.
How passed out is he right now?
He's passed out, man.
I had propped him up with his
Yeah.
back like a rock or a tree.
Yeah, they're actually like right in the end of hog tying him as we speak.
Oh, okay.
Good.
Yeah.
All right. Perfect. So, since this is basically useless
Kinda
to
works.
me since this is basically useless to me at this point, what I'm gonna do?
Are you just gonna laugh?
No, what I'm gonna do?
Do I still get the dice and prop him up?
Yes.
Is this after that had happened?
Yeah, this is
he's not
kind of
hog-
shows
he's
up
not
on you
hog-
after.
Okay,
Yeah.
he's not hogtied anymore because I dissipated it.
So
Oh,
I'm-
okay.
I am
Gotcha.
as quick as possible in front of both Artok and Loki. Drop my invisibility and say, "Hi guys, what's going on?"
Do you really?
Yes.
That is fucking hilarious. I'm gonna say Loki, roll a Constitution save for me.
Ooh.
Oh, poor Loki.
Fainting goat?
Please. Paint.
I think that's basically what it is.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was hoping for a 1. I was gonna be like all your limbs stiffen up and you just fall over.
Oh god, like a fucking goat.
He does that, but doesn't actually, pass out.
Loki is startled for a second. Loki, you jump back when Hazel comes to. You could react if you'd like.
Poor Loki.
Any way you'd like, my friend. You could slap him,
Wait.
punch him, throw a spell at him, whatever you want.
Well, he startled me out of nowhere. It scared the crap out of me, so I'm gonna headbutt him.
Oh, nice.
Roll
Roll a hit.
Roll a hit.
Yeah, roll a hit.
You angered the goat man. You must now pay the price.
I need to find it. Where was it? Was it
Roll higher than a 13.
5? 4. Ram. There it is.
Actually, does my armor grant any bonuses to that?
No.
so
This
what
will
do I
be
roll?
funny if he hits you.
What do I
That would be
roll
great.
to hit for that?
So you're just gonna roll 1d20, and you're gonna have to hit it 13 at least.
1d20 go.
Nah.
And you
That
do
does
2
it.
points of bludgeoning damage to go. So how this works is we're just gonna do it like a punch. A punch is just 1 plus your strength modifier.
Oh, but isn't it say 1d4 plus strength modifier for that attack?
Oh, it is ram. Shit, you're right. It is 1d4. Oh my god. Okay, so roll 1d4 plus your strength modifier.
You could get fucked
My
up.
strength modifier is
modifier.
He
1.
pays for his
Yeah.
humor.
Strength modifier
This is
1,
great.
So I get at least 1 damage.
So 2.
Yeah. Okay.
2
so
damage.
that's
So
okay.
you take the hit. If it was
Oh,
going to
yeah.
be like
No,
4,
no.
I was gonna make you roll Constitution save or a Dex save to
Invincible
see if you knock
way.
him out.
No. So if that happens, what I'm gonna do? There's definitely an audible ooh,
Yeah,
And
he
then-
just ribbed you.
and then through like knocking a bit of the wind out, I'm just gonna start laughing.
Lean down very quickly and cover his mouth and just say, "Shut up." Do we look like we're fucking around here? We're
Do that.
trying to be sneaky.
Sorry.
You scared
Sorry.
the crap out of me.
It was funny. I'm sorry. I
No,
deserve
it really wasn't.
It was
What
funny
are
to
you
me, and
doing?
That's the important part.
I want to see this animated. I'm sorry to break in here. I want to see this shit. I want to see like the last 6 episodes animated so badly. I'm sorry. My bad for
Okay,
interrupting.
so I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. It was funny. It's gonna be great in my stories later. Anyway, what is going on?
We're trying to get Bardock's stuff back.
I broke out of
Talia
jail.
needs
Now I need
Bardock
to
to go
break
help
back
him.
into jail.
Why?
So you have all my stuff. I kind of, it was a little hot getting out. Just kind of laughed to myself a little bit at my
Alright.
little joke I made that I gave nobody any context about what that means yet.
Where's your stuff?
We did
It's last I saw it was still in the Town Master's Hall. Trix is currently trying to pick the lock, but
I
Loki
did
saw this
mention
guy over
that
here.
the guy who walked out could have had your stuff, but I wasn't sure.
I'm pretty
Did,
sure that
did
it's,
she tell me that?
Yes,
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Okay.
Actually, DM question.
Yeah.
When I was in the inn,
Mhm.
did I happen to notice that the cloak and the thing that was inside of the cloak was very, very similar to what Artok was wearing?
Yes.
I did.
Sure.
Perfect. Artok.
But at the time, you wouldn't have, you would have probably like noticed that it was familiar, but you probably wouldn't have like
So this is
been
probably
so
where
focused on it that you would have been like, hey.
Yeah,
you know.
this is probably where it would click to me right now that it's like, hey, this
Mhm.
guy came into the okay. So
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was a guy kind of short, fat.
Oh, he and I
Came
have
into the
met,
bar.
and I just kind of narrow my eyes.
He came into the inn and he was carrying a cloak. Kind of looked similar to what you were wearing.
Yeah, I
Hey,
know.
wait a-
Trix saw that too, but
You laid it down on the bar and left it there, so I think your stuff is there.
was he still there when?
As far as I know, I just kind of walked out.
Well, then we might know where my cloak is. At least we have no way of knowing if that's my other stuff. But that guy kind of has it coming. There's a couple other things in there. I think we need to take a look at first. So
Well, do you
Trix
need
is
a-
already well on her way looking in, and then we'll go back and make sure that my stuff's not in that chest in there, and then we'll go check out the inn.
So
if
in a
it's not.
total,
Either way.
yeah.
I need my spell book and I need my focus before I follow Loki, and I point to Loki here to figure out whatever the hell happened after I left.
I still
What
don't
did-
know
what did happen?
happened.
You don't? What was she looking at?
She was just looking at rocks on the ground.
Like any just rocks? Was there anything special about these rocks? Color, shape, size?
I don't
Wait.
know. I was making sure nothing was sneaking up on us.
I just kind of look at them like that's fair. I would in that situation too.
I think we just lost Lyric and
No, she's right
Roll
there.
20.
I see her.
Oh, she's out of roll 20 though.
Oh, roll 20. Yeah, I don't see her either. But either way, we should go get
Oh,
Trix.
that's
She's
back.
by herself.
Yeah.
And if
I
my
don't
stuff's
know
not
what.
in there, she's gonna want to know that the stuff's not in there.
All right, well, I'm an extra body. Use me if you need me. I'm pretty stealthy and I know how to pick locks.
Says the
I,
guy
I,
who
I
just
don't want any
screamed
part of
in
this.
the middle of the night.
I don't want any part of this. He already
no, hold on.
stole
Did
from
you-
an unconscious drunk.
Did you not see me decloak? I have a cloaking spell.
Yeah, let's see it do it again.
I actually can.
That's what I said. Then you better turn invisible because we're sitting ducks here. What'd you say, Loki?
I'm just saying, I don't want any part of this. We already stole from a drunk.
No, I saved the drunk. He was face down, vomiting.
Guys,
I took my payment.
let's not argue. Let's just go get your shit, all right?
All right.
funny.
You guys help. You guys help him get us up.
This
I need
guy's
to make
also
sure. I need to
let
make
me
sure
just
Talia's
say,
fine.
This guy's also a huge jerk. He was the guy who was watching me in the cell and did not help me at all. So he deserves it. So
I'm gonna go see if
hunker
Talia's
down
okay.
and kind of quickly move my way to Trix while trying staying in
Yeah.
shadows as quickly as possible.
I am also going to follow in stealth as much as possible.
Sure.
I'm
And
going to
Loki's
go
going
back to
back
Talia.
to Talia.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait.
So we'll say. Sorry.
I turn around before Loki gets too far out of range. Point message. Like,
Okay.
are you guys still there, or where? Is it the same spot? There weren't. I
No.
didn't see any rocks there before.
I don't know. Look, we were in the tree. I told her that the hole looked unnatural. She took a look at it. Something started glowing in her hand. She jumped down. She started walking down to some rocks, and then she said, "Get Artok."
Way. How far? East, south,
West.
north, west. Okay, west.
West of where the hole was.
Okay, I'll come find you after we get our stuff.
Southwest of where the hole was.
Hurry!
Sorry.
It seemed very urgent.
Seems like it.
Oh. Man, get back on that shoulder.
Hilarious.
Yeah, okay, so we got a party of 3 getting our talk stuff back.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What's
Can
even
I pick
better
the
that's
wall
great, we're gonna-
now?
I don't know if Reeks had noticed, but I've moved.
I do. I just like looking up you moving back and forth. Oh, by the way, if you hold shift, you can select yourself and then Kekek and then Keket. And you can move them
Yeah,
together.
I've been doing that. I forgot to select Keket this last time because I clicked off the
Ah.
page, and so
Gotcha. I wish there was a way for me to link them together. There
everybody-
probably is.
it's all right.
If everybody is going to be getting a pet, I want a bear.
My
Nah.
pet is just a pet right now. She's
Hey,
just
I'm
a
not-
pet.
Yeah, he's just for
I-
funs.
Yeah.
I am not talking about using the pet for...
I'm my
Wow.
own pet.
It's true. We're gonna actually go back to Sato and Lyric right now, guys. Thank you everybody for being patient. Everybody's doing awesome tonight.
I'm keeping, I know Sato's asleep, but I'm specifically keeping an eye out for if the little gnome goes back into that little room.
Okay, I'm sorry, Jamie.
No, you're good.
Our Lyric. Ah!
Person.
Where are you again?
Your mom. Sorry, I didn't think about it. I'm sorry.
Rude.
Wow.
Sorry.
Jamie's dead.
Wow.
I didn't think about it.
Jamie's dead.
I'm sorry. I didn't think about it.
All of a sudden, a bolt of lightning goes through the ceiling and kills Lyric.
I'm going to hell.
What else is
It's
now?
fine. Do you know how many people
Saying
I've
your mom
fought-
jokes to somebody
No.
with
A dead mom.
The dead mom.
Oh.
You know how many people I've caught with that during going at school? It's
Did you
great.
know there's a
Play fast and loose
song
with
in
that
the
shit, you're a
Beetlejuice
bad person
musical
for that.
literally called "Dead Mom"?
Really?
I'll be honest
Yes.
with you, Fries. I know you say that, but let's be perfectly fair here. Alec gets this too. She would have found that hilarious.
Oh, I'm
yeah.
sure.
That's awesome.
She would have
That's
found
awesome.
these jokes hilarious. She was very much on the morbid sense of humor scale.
Oh my god.
No, it's Alec just makes people feel bad, and he's like, haha, it's funny. And I'm like, you're
Basically, no, that's exactly what I do. I love it. It's great.
the worst.
It's
Make
like,
me
oh
feel
god, I'm-
bad, and then you're like, haha, you're an asshole for feeling bad.
no, because I actively say I'm an asshole for doing that.
Yeah,
so
that's true. Sorry.
What's that?
No.
It's still fun.
Cool. All right. I'm gonna, since we cut back to Lyric and Sato, I'm gonna go ahead and roll real quick for the Hermit, because you all kind of noticed him a couple of times, kind of walking in and out of his little thing here. So do this. That is a 3. Hooray for me! I roll a 3. Jesus. You hear. I wish that I could just get Christine to like knock over a bunch of shit in the kitchen so you could hear it. 'Cause that's basically what you hear.
Ah, okay.
And then you hear, no! And then he starts to put stuff back up and looks over. Sato, you're stirred for a second. Long enough to kind of wake up for a second. Lyric, you're already kind of there because your short rest thing.
I'm gonna be
Locks
cheeky.
the door.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as I hear him trying to pick everything up, I'm gonna dash over to the little door and be like, "Are you okay?
Nah, I'm fine.
You need some help? I can help you."
Yeah, just a little accident. No, nothing.
Did you get hurt?
No, I don't believe. He looks down, grabs a little. You can see he's shaky a little bit. He's a little shaky. You can see his skin is a little clammy. He kind of goes down, grabs there's like a leather belt, like a rope he's wearing around his waist, with many like little leather cases with potion, like little vials and stuff stuck in them from before. And he pops one up that's kind of like down central to his right, and pulls it out and pops the cork off. His hand's shaking a little bit as he does it. He pops the cork off and he starts to drink, guzzles the whole thing. The substance is like a light pink liquid. You can see that there are little shimmers as he starts to down it, and he downs the entire thing, and then you can see him kind of he calms himself a little bit, and his shakes start to go away. And then he says, it's so difficult. I think so. I'm gonna have to brew some more. This is. Oh God, this is a disaster. And you can see he's very shooken up.
Do you need some help cleaning up in there?
He says, it just so happens the herb that I need for this particular brew is very far to the south. I'm going to have to make a trip, I think. Anyway.
Sato's gonna like half sleep talk. Yep, he's gonna melt our faces.
Ignore him. He's distrusting. You got quite a mess there. Are you sure you don't want me to help you clean it up?
And he kind of sure. If you wouldn't mind, I'd appreciate. He's like pots and pans, kind of stacked up in a corner, like totally like unlogically stacked, like larger stuff on smaller stuff.
I'm gonna kind of redo the stack to where it makes a little bit more sense and doesn't fall on him. And
he looks at you.
Kind of help him clean up a little bit.
Yeah, attention to detail. I like it. Balance.
I'm getting kind of the Sword in the Stone cartoon vibes about how he has the kitchen
totally
organized.
I agree with you on that. I do have to understand balance. I am a monk. If I get off balance, I fall on my face instead of kicking someone in their ribs.
Ah,
Did you know I broke a bear's ribs once?
a bear?
Yes, a bear.
No. We should talk about this medallion that you have here, my dear. Where did you get this? Acquire this? Very.
She's gonna put her hand on it, kind of like a little bit protectively, like, please don't touch it again.
Oh.
But not say it out loud. She's not gonna be rude about it. She's just gonna be a little protective of it. My brother gave it to me.
Your brother.
He came and got me from the monastery. He said it was my father's.
Oh, your father's. Your father must be a very powerful man to have
could say
acquired
that.
such a powerful.
Well, he has a way of getting things that he wants, no matter what it takes to acquire them. Put it that way.
I see. I see.
No matter
The
who he
picture
hurts
is
in the
starting to.
process.
The picture starts to make more sense now.
Not my father's biggest fan.
Ah,
But
I see.
anyway,
You must earn
what?
your black and white.
Black and white?
He just tells you that, yeah, in very cryptic. He looks down at your box that he handed you. Looks back up at
Strange
you.
little gnome. You know that?
I've been told once or twice.
Alright, so
It says,
surely he didn't just knock pots over. What else did he knock over?
Nothing else that you could see that would
Okay.
like require any kind of attention. You do see the very
kinda.
thick door kind of that he came out of a couple of times.
I'm just gonna keep tidying things, because, like,
yeah,
it's driving me a little crazy here. Even
for
me.
sure. Yeah. Nice. Is there
Well-
anything that you want to discuss with him before we go to the morning?
I'm gonna get quiet for a minute, and then I'm gonna ask him. So I know you've only seen me as a fox, or as this, and kind of gesture to my very odd changeling form. But, do you know anything about Drow?
I do. What would you like
You
to?
do?
I do. Indeed. I know a thing or two. What would you like to know?
Well, I just learned that they can be zombies, which I had never thought of before.
Oh, zombies, you say?
I met some
Undead.
zombie Drow. Yeah,
Corpses? Drow corpses? Where are the drow corpses?
they were in a dungeon.
Oh. Far
We
from
didn't
here?
have to murder them because they were frozen.
Oh, frozen.
I don't think I could have attacked one of them.
Frozen.
Yes.
Suspicious gnome is suspicious.
It's just no miss. And I'm just kind of not giving him answers, but also kind of gauging his reaction.
Do you know
This,
how long gnomes can live?
Oh, yeah. This
Yeah,
dungeon,
gnomes are one of the oldest lived creatures in D&D.
whereabouts, is this?
It looked like it was an old. Well, it looked like an old dungeon. Like maybe they had some orc prisoners down there at some point.
The prisons. The prisons of Attikars.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There
what
was a bunch of spiders. Prisons of Attikar.
Yes.
How do you spell that?
Atakarr.
Suspicious gnome is very suspicious. Do not trust.
Close
Do you
to
know
Phandelver.
anything? Do what?
Ah,
Sorry, I
the
legitimately didn't
prisons
hear that.
Close to Phandelin.
That's where we came from, was Phandelin.
Ah,
Do you know anything about any tunnels that might be underneath Phandelin?
Phandelin is built on ruins.
You said it was built on ruins.
Yes, it's built on the kingdom of the last turn was constructed mainly on top of the ruins of the last turn before that, and the turn before that, and the turn before that, and the turn before that, and go on and on and on. He says, it just so happens that the structure that Phandelver was built upon is some sort of temple.
Oh no.
It is unknown.
So it's built. So it's like, and she's gonna kind of do like this hand, like pancakey hand gesture, like open up. So it's kind of like layers and layers and layers of ruins.
Precisely.
Do you think there's a lot
Phandelver
of
is
undead
like
in
an
those
onion.
ruins?
There's probably a lot of things that we couldn't possibly imagine beneath the
So if
town
there's
of
layers
Phandelver.
and layers and ruins, and there's lots, then it stands to reason there would be lots and lots of corpses in those ruins. So if somebody decided to animate the dead, it would be like a gold mine?
Oh, it would be a invasion, I would say.
Oh. Great.
It would be
Lovely.
time to probably head to the sea, my dear. I wouldn't want to stay around here on the land at all.
Oh. And
If
you
they're
might
dead.
consider getting a boat.
Oh, is it that bad?
I don't know yet. We're gonna go find out. And we still have to go find Mr. Rockseeker.
Surely Cade Seal has not been broken on the land. It's been
What was that?
Excuse
Kate
me,
Seal?
what now?
Cade Seal.
Cade
Surely
Seal.
Cade Seal has not been broken on the land. Both
Dropping
What
lore
was-
bombs left
what
and
is-
right, isn't he?
What is Kate Seal exactly?
Cade
I
Seal.
told you about the Circle of Cade.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure I told you guys about the Circle of Cade.
Tweet, tweet, tweet.
Oh, you mean in your you mean in your dissertation?
Ouch.
That is what that was.
So,
Oh,
what is Kate Seal exactly?
that hurts you more than it does me.
Cade Seal was protected
No, it
the
doesn't.
land from the unfortunate curse, life of the life on the land here. You see, there is an unnatural presence about this place.
Okay, I have one more question.
Sure.
You mentioned Cade before. Who is he?
Great warriors, alliances of fighting forces, powerful warriors of light.
So Cade was a group.
Cade was the alliance of Cade was made up the bulk of the fighting force during the last turn.
So that seal of Cade, it was a blessing on the land, not sealing someone down there named Cade.
That's right.
Okay, good. Just making sure Cade wasn't the bad guy in this situation.
If only Cade were here and his followers today, I think we wouldn't have the situation we have today. Cade was imprisoned many, many years ago, and his followers continued without him in his name, and his remains were never found. That was a very long time ago. The legend is
What did Cade look like?
fizzled away into time. I'm sorry?
Was he Cade? Was he human? What did he look like?
Cade was an elf. It's known, mostly. It is said that he presented himself in other forms, which is, of course, unheard of.
Well, except for people like us who can be animals. Or like me. And I'm gonna shift into my drow form real quick because it's my last shift of the day.
Nice, perfect.
I've been keeping up with that, and I'm gonna shift
Yeah.
into my drow form.
Yeah,
Or
and-
like me, I can be other forms too.
And you can see his eyes get very big, and you can see he makes connections in his mind. And he looks at you and he says, hey, one moment. He goes over to a little cabinet in the corner. pulls out a book, an old book. It has like loose parchments kind of stuffed in the pages. He shuffles through. There's one in there, manuscript. Looks like very old. Just reading through it. It says there's accounts of Cade presenting as an elf, as a dwarf here, on one occasion. He's going down through the list. You can see him making connections here about the possibility of Cade possibly being.
Can I gently kind of take it from him and look over it as he's telling me this?
Sure.
Okay.
And he actually even allows you to.
I'm taking that away from you.
Yeah. And he even
like
shows you. He points at different markings there on the page. You can see, and it's only one page of manuscript, and the ink is mostly run on the bottom, but there are still some legible spots, and you can see it actually says Cade, and you can see.
How long ago did Cade live?
Probably 100 years ago.
Okay.
So. You're making the connection, Lyric, that it's really possible that Cade was a changeling.
Cade? I've got that in my notes right here. Cade, changeling.
Yep. Perfect.
I have already figured that out. Okay. Well, looks like we got you cleaned up here. I might come back to talk to you more about this someday.
Please do. Bring your friends. There is much to talk about.
I don't know if they would all fit in here, but we'll make it work.
He laughs a little. I didn't think about that. I didn't either as a DM, by the way.
Maybe one of these days, we'll get the gray guy over there to carry you into town.
It is just sleeping and dreaming away.
All right. Well, I suppose I should let you get to rest because you've been very busy tonight. Surely you need some sleep.
Sleep, of course. Sleep comes second.
What kind of herb is it? What kind of herb is it you need? And I'll see if I can find some in our travels.
It's called Phelphasis.
Phelphasis?
Phelphasis.
Fel, like F-E-L, Fel?
Yep.
Oh, Riggs.
Riggs, are you borrowing from all the work again?
F-E-L-F-O-S-S-I-S.
S-S-I-S.
Yeah.
Fel energy.
He says,
Fel energy.
He says it's very, very important. You could see he's
what does it look like?
Require it. It is a green stem with a purple flower that blooms only in the evening with a very bright green intercore. So it's like a long green flower with a purple, long green stem with a purple flower, and then right inside the purple flower, there's like a bright green.
Okay. Okay. I'll see if I can't find it in my travels, and I'll bring you some.
It's like a poppy, only purple.
Okay. All right, then. Well, I suppose I should let you get to sleep, unless you happen to know anything about Elistray.
Elistray? There are many texts of Elistray in the Willowwood.
Good night.
Goodbye.
Did we ever tell us his name?
Yes, his name is Alizia. A-L-I-Z-I-A.
I think he did, and I even had somebody write it down for me, and I forgot. Thank you, Alizia. Go have a good sleep.
Willowwood.
Totally calling him Lizzie.
Just falling asleep.
I'm calling him Lizzie once I get there.
I could barely hear you, Hazel.
He said he's
I'm
going to
calling
call
him
this
Lizzie
guy
once I get there.
Oh, nice. All right.
Well, then I think Sato and I are set until the morning when we go collect goblin ears on our way home.
Perfect. I love that, actually. That's perfect. So Sato's. I know you're sleeping and stuff, but we've got is there anything that
no, I got
guess
stuff to once we wake up, but yeah.
All right. Cool. So we'll go ahead and call that morning for you two. That'll be coming whenever you come. We swing back to you guys. We're gonna go back to Talia here. And right before we actually go to you, Talia? You guys want to take a little break?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Purple monkey dishwasher.
Yes.
By the way,
I'm
Loki,
gonna have to.
you have infected Ree's vocabulary.
Hey.
kill my Discord for a minute, but I'll
How?
be back, guys.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be back.
He
in a
has
sec.
adopted your yee.
Hey.
I did no such thing. You are a lie.
This is good.
The worst thing about quitting smoking is that usually when we take breaks during D&D, that's when I go smoke, but I'm quitting, so
You can get a snack.
smoke
you
for
can
you.
go
Good for you, bro.
pee.
That's good. That's good. Keep up.
now I'm craving because
This is
break
what you would
time means
usually
break
have
time.
it.
No, stay strong.
So instead, like, do some sit-ups or like go grab some like water, like some ice water, something like that. That's what helped me. Yeah, I kind of.
I will tell you that long term, the best thing you can do is try to substitute something else, preferably not food related, because that's a whole other slippery slope.
It's true. Yeah.
But,
so gum is safe. Lollipops are safe.
Toothpicks.
Yeah.
You want to substitute the habit. You do not want to try to just delete the habit, because just deleting like 90% of the time does not stick.
Can I also
So-
suggest something else, Hazel or Alec?
Nah.
Like
Whatever the
that
fuck
helped
you
with
are.
me. And I don't necessarily recommend this if you're already off them, then that's awesome. But if it's really, really hard for you, I found that the disposable vape pens that you can buy at like the gas stations and stuff, like one of those, like every 3-ish cravings for me helped me quit.
I respectfully disagree, Riggs, because how long ago did you quit?
It was like years ago.
Yep, they are tens of times stronger now.
Oh, is that
Oh,
right?
yeah,
Yeah. Don't listen to me then.
This is my job. It's better to quit than use a vape pen now.
Okay, that's
So,
probably I'm sorry.
No. That's what I'm saying. Like, you wouldn't know
Gotcha.
The
because you
last
haven't had it for so long.
Mm-hmm.
And
last
Artok's thing about the cinnamon too.
Yeah.
Cinnamon, I don't know what it is about cinnamon, but cinnamon can help you break habits in general. Like if you chew cinnamon gum, it'll keep you from biting your nails, different things like that.
Spice and cinnamon can activate similar pathways in your brain, so it just makes it's not gonna take it away, but it's just gonna make it like a little bit more bearable.
So
Is
the
that
last-
why I adore cinnamon so much, because my brain needs dopamine?
Yes.
I don't know.
Hey, Alec.
The last time that I quit for about 3 months, and the only reason I went back to it is because I was curious what it would be like to smoke them again.
Hey, Alec.
You're an idiot.
And I don't know
We love
why,
you,
because
but an
the
idiot.
cravings had gone away. I wasn't really craving them. The
Gee,
addiction wasn't
stupidity.
there. It was sheer curiosity of, I wonder what it would be like
You
to
were
smoke again.
you were bored. Boredom
Yeah.
is one of the biggest
Oh, so true.
attractors. Like it just fills time.
You know what else? Two fries. I found that I'd like in the morning it
What?
was really hard for me
Yep.
when I just
Morning's
woke up.
tough. Yeah, morning's bad. Because it's probably like part of like your wake up ritual.
It is with coffee and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
For sure, man.
Rough. And
But
it's-
if you can
it's
quit,
just-
I've
It's
never
so much harder now
personally
than
quit
it-
or known someone, but I've heard over and over again from multiple sources, don't try to just erase the habit, change the habit.
yeah, it's better. It's easier that way. Well, I can tell you, if you can quit smoking, Hazel, Aerotalk, god damn, I have
Whoever
like
the
grandma
fuck
disease.
you are,
Yeah. If you can actually quit smoking, and like I said, don't be hard on yourself. Like be disciplined, but understand quitting smoking is one of the hardest things that you can do as a human. One of the hardest
Especially-
habits that you can kick. But you can
Especially
do it.
now, they have like chemicals they put into that make it easier for you to get addicted. So a slip
That's
is
just
not a failure.
Hey,
No, it's
Like
not
in
fair.
quitting, like if you smoke, it's not a failure. It's a slip. That's
Just
normal.
remember, like you'll get there, and like give yourself credit, and don't beat yourself up and stuff. But at the same time, the longer you can go without it, man, the better. Like I can tell you, how long has it been, Chris? 2016 since I've smoked. It's been like forever. But dude, I don't even have cravings anymore. I don't know if that's normal, but
Yeah, they go away.
like
Your body
I'm.
stops
They will
physically
come
craving
back,
Yeah.
Reegs, very quickly.
Oh well, if you
No,
smoked
this-
another, yeah, I bet.
Well, I mean, you already have those pathways established in your brain. Like, if you give it what
yeah.
it wants, then it's just like
Your brain will
gonna
go,
make
ooh,
it work.
I remember this. This
Gotcha.
was fun.
It'll just be like, gimme. Yeah.
Yep. It's like, hey, I remember.
I have an
remember.
addictive personality. I have to be careful with that shit.
Yeah, which is even worse.
Yeah.
I member. Do you member? I member.
Especially if you have some ADHD or equivalent thereof where your brain craves dopamine.
Oh yeah.
The only thing I've really struggled with is
Right back.
food.
Yeah, man. Same.
Thankfully, I've been able to stay away from other substances, but food. I don't know if I quite have an addiction, but I definitely do binge on food sometimes because it's like brain want dopamine. Need
Food
dopamine.
makes you feel good when you eat it. When you're sitting there munching on a snack or whatever, your mind is occupied. You're doing something that makes you feel good.
Buds make brain happy.
You're getting instant gratification from the taste, to flavors and things. Like it's something that you can control. It's
actually one of the things they talk about a lot in the psychology of like breaking negative habits. That food is the hardest one to break because unlike
you
other
need it
things,
to survive.
you have
oh,
to eat,
gotcha.
right? You don't have to
Mhm.
smoke. You don't have to drink.
True.
You don't have to do drugs.
It's a really good point. Yeah.
But you have to eat.
That's actually what I was about
You
to get
must
to. Is
eat or you
food
will
addiction
die.
is one of the
Actually-
toughest ones.
Depending on how hard you go at drugs,
No,
once
You-
you're in it, if you stop
That's
taking
more
them,
of weaning
You
your
can
system
die
without
from
going into
withdrawal.
shock.
you have to wean your system out without going into shock. But you can eventually wean yourself off drugs. You cannot
Yeah.
wean yourself off food without
Well,
weaning
you
yourself
could
off
maybe
life.
technically fast for a short period of time,
Yeah,
but
you
that's not
can-
permanent.
you can fast without eating ever.
The problem
couple
is
of months.
that the problem about fasting, especially people who try intermittent fasting who have food addiction problems, it can cause binge and eating.
Mhm.
So suddenly, I can't eat between these 2 hours, so I'm just gonna eat whatever I want.
I get it all in now because I won't be able to later.
Gotcha.
I'm sorry, did somebody write bad
Eating with
words?
no exercise is also really bad because you're just putting it on and not taking any off.
We wouldn't even be having this conversation had I not been sick. Because the
That's why it stopped.
the
Coughing.
coughing was so bad, and
Aw.
my
You already
my
weakened your
throat,
poor lungs.
my throat
Yeah.
was so sore, the coughing was
I'm
bad
back.
because of all the
Welcome
mucus buildup.
Hazel,
that I
dude.
just said, fuck it, I'm done.
Bro, I'm proud of you, man. Like, here's the thing. If you can quit smoking, man, you can do anything in life. Because it takes a pretty good amount of willpower. And then the cool thing is, once you actually quit smoking, and that is an actual fact that you can see in your life that you've done, it fortifies your other motivations to do things, right? Like,
Do you want to know the stupid reason why I got onto cigarettes in the first place?
It's
Probably
usually
as
some
stupid as-
flavor.
what reason?
This is great.
Okay.
This is
Yeah,
great.
tell me. I'm
This
curious.
is-
And by the way,
this-
I need to turn you up or something. You're really low.
Yeah. This is the reason. I was working at a restaurant.
Yep, you're already
No,
fucked.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Everybody
Wait
in
till
the
you hear
restaurant
this-
industry.
Wait till you hear
There-
this story. It's so much better
there's
than
more.
you think.
Chain
There's
smoke
more to
2
the
on break.
story.
Oh yeah.
So I had a friend who, smoked cigarettes, and he did some work for us around the house, and I, smoked a couple of cigarettes whenever he offered them to me, but it really didn't do anything for me, and it was really kind of gross. But I went back to this place that I used to work at because I needed the money, and when I was there was this new hostess, and she was cute, and I caught her. I caught her when I was leaving or taking out the trash. I can't remember which. Smoking, and so I thought, well, this could be a good icebreaker.
I'm
So,
back.
A great
I-
icebreaker.
Welcome back.
So I went to the store with my money and bought a pack of cigarettes.
That was
Now-
her brand. Her brand.
Her brand. The
My
that I
brand.
bought. the brand that I saw her smoke, and I was like, well, if it ever comes up, if she needs to smoke or whatever, I'll be like, I got a pack, or I got a cigarette here, I'll give you, or something like that, right? But I ended up quitting that job, and I kept the pack of cigarettes, and so I'm just like, oh, fuck it, I'm not going to throw away these cigarettes and waste them. Let me just smoke them.
The justification, man. It's like step one.
Exactly. So yeah, I did. I smoked them, and I got hooked and smoked for 5 years.
Oh, damn.
Because of
Man.
a
girl was
cute
cute.
girl.
Because I thought
Hey,
the
man.
girl was
I mean,
cute.
it's. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna. Like, it is a solid plan. Like, you're like guaranteed to meet at least like twice a shift outside alone. Like, this is a solid plan.
Mm-hmm.
And
Terrible
then
for
You
your
he
health,
started
but it
she
will
wanted
smoking
work.
so that you could have smoke breaks with a girl. Is that what I'm understanding
he
here?
started, no, he smoked his
Basically.
first pack
Sorry,
of
I'm back,
cigarettes
guys.
so that he could have them available for the girl he had a crush on. And then when he
It's
quit
funny.
the job and still had the pack, he just chose to smoke them.
Artalk's right. I've met many girls by
That is some next
It's
level.
really-
being the only two standing
Smoke
outside
break.
having a cigarette.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I mean,
then
you
you just start up a conversation automatically because it's just the two of you. You're out away
Okay,
from everybody.
terrible for your health, but I get it.
Sato, I want you to take no offense to this. Azel, if this is a tactic Sato uses, do you really think it's something you want to do?
It's not a tactic. It's not a tactic I use. I actually go out for a smoke because I need a smoke.
Hey,
but
this
I've
is
met
5
many a
years
girl
ago.
while outside having a smoke. Is what I'm
This
saying.
was 5 years
I'm
ago. I
just
didn't even
saying.
know. I didn't
I
even
think you
know
should evaluate your life a little if you're using the
Just
same
for the
pickup
record,
tactic.
I
Sato.
started smoking
No
when I was.
offense, Sato.
I started smoking when I was 16, and my reason for starting smoking was I started a food fight in the cafeteria and got banned from the cafeteria, and there was nowhere else in the school to eat your lunch but to go meet up with everybody in the smoke pit, back when there was smoke pits on school grounds. And then
Oh, yeah,
hanging out
you're
at the smoke pit,
fucking
eating my
old.
lunch at the smoke pit, I just started smoking.
Yeah.
I
Damn,
forgot
dude,
about
I didn't even
that.
have a
For a
smoke pit
while,
when
but
I
I
went to
quit
school.
Smoke
I
pit
quit
like
cold
a
turkey when I found out that
Yeah, that's what we called it, the smoke pit,
That's
back
crazy.
in high school in the 80s, right?
Did you know that they actually have designated smoking areas in Japan? Like
Too
actual like,
tiny not to.
canopied areas to smoke in instead of like walking around and smoking.
Wait, you guys don't.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
We have that here.
Do you?
we don't have a lot of them.
Sports.
We only
Like little
have,
You're talking about like
It depends
gazebos
what-
outside?
we only have
Oh,
areas.
for restaurants and
we
stuff.
only
yeah.
have
Yeah.
areas like that outside of like when I worked at Walmart, there was like a smoking area at Walmart where you had to go and you had to walk all the way to the designated smoking area if you wanted to smoke a cigarette. So it
We
was
got
like
those
way
different-
away
No,
from the
In
doors.
PA,
Fun
you
fact
can't
about-
smoke within 20 feet of a building, so we have those
Fun
everywhere.
fact
we
about
can't
working.
either.
Fun fact about working at Starbucks. You can't, as a Starbucks employee, you can't smoke on the property. So we were next door to a hotel. They would jump our people that smoked would jump the barrier between the parking lots and smoke in the hotel's parking lot instead of our parking lot.
Smart.
The actual law is within 20 feet of the door of a building.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
are we
all
all
right,
back?
guys.
Yep.
Yeah, we all back?
Let's say we're
Loki,
kind of
maybe?
swirling off on a
Loki?
little tangent here.
We are here. So we're gonna go ahead and go
Okay,
back to Talia here.
Is Loki here?
Yeah, he's
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I didn't hear him.
Talia has
Lost the
moved. I
upper-
actually feel kind of bad for Loki because I moved.
I've
I'm
lost
not
the
there
upper.
anymore.
I'm looking for like a shit.
I've lost the upper end of my vocal range because of being sick, and I don't know if I'm gonna get it.
You'll
back.
get it back. Need you to let your voice recover. Anyway, we're back live.
Yeah. Okay. So Talia,
Yeah.
you are kind of are you over there right now?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so it's about 2 a.m., like 2:30 in the morning. Just to let everybody know.
Our characters are gonna be so tired in the
Yeah, you're
morning.
gonna
I figured
Ladies.
while Loki was off getting art talk, I know some time has passed and I wouldn't have sat here for the whole time at the other
Yeah.
place. So I figured it was safe for me to walk over to the other area that I was sensing things and take a look around there too.
Sure. Roll a perception check for me, Talia.
Okay. I'm giving my bird a straw so he won't yell. Perception.
Checkmate is yelling.
My actual in real life bird. 16.
16. So, you get a sense from the terrain here, Talia. These hills, at first glance when you came into the town, seemed like normal hills. They're not normal hills. There seems to be some kind of a symmetry about this hill here. The ruins kind of on the top of the hill here, you can see some of the boards are broken away. There's a kind of a large stone section here sticking up kind of out of the ground. Looks very old, very carved. Very nice carved corners and whatnot. But there isn't any kind of an opening here that you can make out. Just the top of some kind of a larger structure underneath the ground.
Okay, I want to also look at my necklace to see is it glowing again now that I'm in this area.
It is not.
It is not. Okay. Wait. It's not glowing here.
No.
But this was an area where I definitely sensed something,
Yes.
right?
That's right.
Okay. At this point, I am. Do I still sense something here?
You do?
So I'm literally going to look up at the sky, put my hands on my hips, and say in Egyptian, "What the fuck, Mom?"
That's great.
Wow.
And then I'm going to, holding the necklace out in front of me, I'm going to walk back towards this area, watching for it to get, like, is it getting brighter? Like, I want to verify it's only reacting in this spot, right?
So it seems to only be reacting when you get close to this set of ruin. Yeah.
Okay.
The only place that it gets that it seems to be responding to.
Well, in that case, I'm going to drop back down to my knees, and I'm going to hold it over that slab that interested me when I sent Loki after our talk.
Yeah. Okay. You want to hold it? You want to take your necklace and put it close to the
Yeah, I just
the
want
carved.
to get it really close to that slab and see
All right.
does it change.
So the inscriptions that were carved, kind of that make up some of the bottom of the stone slab here, begin to very faintly illuminate. You could see there are runes carved into the slab here, Talia. Runes that look unfamiliar to you. They seem like some kind of a written language, and your shard is responding. It is lighting up, and it is causing this reaction on these runes. Now that you can see, there is some kind of a magical interaction happening here. As you move the shard closer to the runes, they get brighter, and then and so does your shard. And as you move the shard away, the runes dim out as well as your shard.
I don't know what to do with this. Without our talk.
This is great.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna start looking around. Like, I'm obviously not gonna leave this spot, but I don't want the light to be a giveaway, so I am going to tuck the necklace back under my shirt and take just enough of a step away that I am not at risk of having the light shine out to people, like as a giveaway of where I'm standing. And I'm just gonna start pacing around in a little circle, impatiently waiting for Loki to come back.
Yeah.
Does Talia need a mad button?
Mad.
Mad and confused. All right, Loki.
I guess this would be around about the time I show up then.
Yes. You see Talia kind of barely, like, as you walk up on her, and you can see her kind of pacing back and forth. She seems very irritated about something.
Talia.
So I'm going to turn around and look at him and notice Artak's not with him. Where's Artak? Where is he?
He's busy mugging a drunk guy at the lake.
Oh god, he
That
is.
literally is going to completely derail Talia for a second. Just like,
fuck?
And then she's just gonna kind of wave it away.
Oh no.
And it would be like, do you speak old languages?
Old languages?
Yes.
Like,
Any of them? I don't know.
I mean, I know primordial.
I know primordial.
Idiot.
Why did you say that? Like I know my alphabet.
Well, because I'm a Genasi. Primordial is my primary language.
I thought that's what you meant.
Genasi is.
You had this tone of like, you're like, well, yes, of course I know the alphabet.
My response was like, I thought that's what you meant.
No. Okay, do you speak anything besides common, primordial, celestial, or sylvan?
Goblin?
So she's gonna kind of shrug, and she's gonna, like, I'm gonna come, like, drop down to, come here, Keket, that bird. Drop down to my knees in front of the stab and say, come look at this. And I'm gonna get the necklace just close enough that the runes start to illuminate so they're visible, but not so close that it's obviously illuminating in the darkness.
Sure. Yeah, and I would say for that to achieve that amount of illumination, so it's not like lighting up the whole area here.
Mhm.
I would say it's probably about 5 to 6 inches away from the runes. Yeah. So you have a lot of leadway here. If you wanted to put your shard right up next to the runes, you haven't done that yet. But
I have not intentionally done that yet.
so you've
I'm
gotten
a
to
little
about
nervous.
exactly. You've only gotten to be about 6 inches away from the rune, ish.
I'm not gonna touch it, and I'm kind of gonna shy away from it, because I know what happens when I touch things. They glow. Or otherwise produce any magic.
You're no fun.
Every time he's touched something that glows, he has a vision.
So I'm gonna kind of look at Talia and be like, before I touch that, I just want to let you know that Artok's trying to get his stuff back, and he said he'll be right on the way. And are you sure you want me to
No.
close to that?
Don't touch it. Just, can you read it?
Well, I'm going to look at it, Mr. DM. What do I roll?
Oh, you want to look at the runes?
Yes, and try my best not to touch it. So it's gonna look very
Yeah.
awkward because I'm kind of gonna like twist my body trying to not touch it.
Sure. I would say roll a history check.
And we go history.
Can we maybe have him roll a dex check to see whether or not he accidentally touches it?
No touchy.
That's funny.
He rolled
Nah.
that too.
Yeah, it's funny, Loki. So yeah, you're totally you do exactly what you set out to do, and you don't notice, Loki. You don't notice the language, though. It is somewhat familiar to you, as far as like you've seen it before, once or twice.
Okay, so I'm just gonna.
I know I started this, but can we stop
Hmm.
throwing the tiny goat guy into holes?
I think I've seen this before. I don't. It's familiar, but I have no idea what it says.
Man, you rolled a 9. Here, Loki. I'll just whisper to you in Discord. You know what? I'll whisper to you in roll 20, because why not? There.
Yeah.
Secrets. That wolf sure does like howling.
I'm assuming it's
Lonely.
one.
The lonely wolf. Because we killed all its friends, remember?
No, that was Lyric. She punched them all to death.
Oh, and I would know this.
Yeah, so I would say you've seen it enough in passing, like that you don't really know the language, but you probably know what it might be.
All right. Okay, so I'm gonna. Here we go. So I'm looking at it. I've seen this before. It's on the tip of my beard.
My beard.
ancient
I love it.
Dwarvish, I think. Maybe.
That sounds familiar.
Ancient Dwarvish.
I'm not sure. It might be. I could be wrong.
Where have you seen it before?
DM, help me.
Nah.
Is it sad that I know the answer and you don't?
Yeah.
Are you just
you have
messing with Loki?
you have seen it before, yeah. You can tell him if you want, Talia.
No,
Go
I
ahead.
haven't seen it before.
Oh, you know where you've seen it before?
I think I know where they've seen it before.
Where they've seen it before, yeah.
I think I know where
I
I've
was
seen it
in
before.
prison when they saw it.
You
if
were
it's
in
where I'm
prison,
thinking.
yeah.
I assumed as
100%.
much.
Yep, it's where Azel was getting his rubbings. Yeah,
Ah, I figured.
yeah. It's a symbol. It's exactly the same.
I know what it
rubbing
is. Sounds
I know what
so
it is.
wrong, by the
I know
way.
what the language is.
Hey, quiet over there, meta pigeon.
Coo, coo. Very
I mean-
large cawing. Loud thunder strikes. I know what it is. Sorry.
Shush. Anyway, I remember seeing something similar, maybe when we were in those catacombs
Catacombs?
when we went to rescue you.
That is gonna cause her to like jerk away from the stone and like fall over backwards and actually sit down instead of kneeling like she was. Like jerk backwards away from it.
When she does that, I'm going to assume, out of just reflex, I'm going to try and catch the stone before it falls.
No,
Thereby
I'm still holding it.
it.
Still holding it. Oh, the stone that I held up. Yeah. Oh, my necklace. You're trying to catch my necklace. Wait. What
And
do
the
you...
stone.
Oh.
Okay.
Because
Uh-oh.
out of reflexes, it looks like you're going to drop it, so I'm going to reach out and touch them both. Oops.
Oops.
Uh-oh.
Does anything happen?
What are you touching exactly? You're touching the necklace?
It looks
Thing
like
Well,
I
that's
think
glowing.
what happened was as I fell backwards, he reached out to catch my necklace before it fell on the stone,
Yeah.
and in doing
Uh-huh.
so, touched both my
He grabbed
necklace
it?
and the stone.
Okay, Loki, join me in the whisper room, sir.
Oh,
Oh
shit.
no!
Bye, Loki.
And so it begins again.
That's when Loki was teleported to hell.
No, that's you.
You go to hell. I go to other planes.
Also, I take offense that he said I mugged that guy. I saved that guy's life, and then I took my payment.
Technically, you confiscated illegal materials.
Yeah, I'm the
No.
good guy here, and you guys
No,
are treating me
no,
like
no,
a fucking
no.
criminal.
No.
I tried to
You-
get help, and
No,
then they
no,
threw me
no.
in jail.
No, I'm sorry. You
Bree,
you assume you saved this
Bree.
guy's life because you thought he was so far out of it that he would puke and aspirate.
That's literally what the DM told me. he
Bree.
he let me
Get
hog
help.
tie him and didn't do anything. He was fucked.
I don't like the ominous music.
I don't either. What the fuck, Riggs?
He's not in
Can't
here.
even ask him. I know.
He's doing it for Loki.
Whoa! Oh my god.
I think we've got, what, 30 minutes left? About-
Did they notice? So Trix and Loki, when they were in the town hall, they got told that the town hall master has a bunch of history books, right?
Did we Loki? Or Loki's not here? I don't remember.
Coo. Are y'all gonna bother to tell the party that?
Mute the stream for a sec,
Mute the stream live.
because I want to say something.
No meta pigeons.
No.
No.
Wait, what'd you ask? Lyric?
If
Ree,
if
you know
anybody
it.
noticed, if
I
anybody
did.
took note of the fact that
Oh.
that Reek said the town
did.
master had a bunch of books on history.
I did. Don't
And if
worry.
anybody felt like
It will be
sharing that
relevant.
with the party.
Don't worry. It will be relevant.
President Bookworm made notes.
Yes.
Oh, because I might be nosy and want to look up the history of the town now that I've discovered some history about the town. But
Hell, Riggs?
guess what, fuckers? I won't be sharing it with you guys. Love y'all.
I thought you couldn't read.
I can read common and I can write common. I'm just not very good at it.
Basically, she's dyslexic as fuck.
But I might bring the book to you and be like, "Hey, will you help me with this?"
Rhea, I sent you a message.
Sure.
She can, however, read and write Undercommon very well as Elvish. Because they're basically the same language spoken, they're just different.
I saw it.
They're not completely the same language. But anyway.
Hey Reegs, real quick.
Sure.
What the fuck?
We do not like
Sorry.
the ominous music, man.
Oh.
Everyone's sitting here like ominous music. What is happening?
That's gonna translate so well, I bet. Like, that's excellent. All right, you have the floor, Loki.
Okay, so as Talia flails backwards, I reach
my.
to grab the necklace and the tablet. So I'm assuming she'll see me grab it at it, and as soon as I touch it, I'm just gonna kind of like freeze,
Poor Loki.
and then immediately let go, but at the same time kind of lunge backwards and kind of fall on my butt,
Yeah.
and just kind of like just go.
Loki?
What was that?
You tell me.
Oh my god. I just saw some weird shit.
What did you see?
I'm tripping out, man. Sorry.
Balls.
I saw flashes and all kinds of visions. It's hard to make out.
Try.
I
Hi, Jason.
saw
Jason.
a prison with orcs.
That thunder was weirdly well-timed.
Shush.
And then a gate, a large gate. And then a crumbling gate. And then villagers screaming and running. There's ruin. And then another structure, a round structure. A complex, I think, maybe. The villagers were running, they were screaming, but now they had gashes on them. Cuts. And then there were 6 dwarves. They were rolling a large slab. They trapped the villagers. And then another dwarf put some kind of magic, purple runes, on the stone, locking it, trapping the villagers. What does it mean?
We need Artok. We need Artok to translate the runes.
He said he'll be here as soon as he got his stuff, but I don't know if they got his stuff back or not.
Go find out?
I'd have to run halfway back to town again to get a message to them. Will you be okay?
I'll be fine.
Loki the gopher goat.
Loki the goat fur.
Loki the goat fur.
Do I roll again to see if I don't slip, I guess?
Sure. I we just do it for the funds. I mean,
Yeah.
For the lulz.
So, dexterity.
yeah.
And I want to do
Nice,
when he leaves.
nice.
And
You
the other-
are running like a champ now. You're like intently focused on your task.
You say sure-footed as a goat?
Natural one. But
On the
as you're
spell.
running, you're just running, man. You're just running through the mud and the dirt and the rocks, just kind of flying behind you as you stroll around the corner. Although it's really late at night, so to be
Grunting
fair,
loudly.
grunting. I gotta get there.
Since
Yeah.
we've had to run back and forth twice now. Once
Yeah.
he's gone, and I'm sure he's gone,
Mhm.
I'm gonna set Keket down so that she's safely not on me, and
All right.
I am going to kneel down and say, "Okay, what are you trying to tell me?" And since he's not here, and it's the most likely going to be safer for him to not be here, I am going to lay the necklace down on the stone under my hand so that I'm touching both, just to see what happens.
Okay, so say this again. You're gonna
take the necklace. I have the necklace off. I'm going to lay it in my hand, and I'm going to put my hand on the stone with the necklace in between my hand and the stone.
Oh, I see.
I'm gonna.
So as you move your amulet, your shard, closer to the stone, it gets brighter and brighter and brighter. How close are you going to put the stone?
Oh, I'm touching it.
You're going to touch
I am
the stone?
going full on because I figure if something is going to go wrong, I'd rather it go wrong only for me and not for my friends.
You hear a whoosh, 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 like a very large, loud, magical pulsing sound coming from your amulet. The pulsing gets faster the longer you hold the stone to the shard. Are you just gonna like set it there and let the whoosh just get quicker and quicker and quicker?
Yep.
Are you sure?
Touching it too.
Okay.
No,
yeah,
goddamn.
I'm sure.
Just a cleric out in the woods, about to trigger a magical bomb. No big deal.
Yeah.
And that's where we're gonna cut to.
Oh, monster!
Yes.
She's releasing
Yes.
this.
I was looking at the cameras. I'm just like watching you guys.
You're releasing the
waiting to
seal.
pick
What are
this
you
lock.
doing?
All right. Let me see here. I want to go to Artok.
Can I go to pick the lock that I probably
We're all together.
attempted?
Yeah.
No, I would have done that while y'all were mugging the drunk guy.
Yeah. So we're gonna do that quick. We're gonna go to you guys. We're gonna do that, and we're gonna try and get to like the point where everybody's going somewhere to at least rest-ish in the morning, so we can get up. Although I know the thing with Talia is going to be a little bit weird with the timing, but we will figure that out. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm actually really excited that you're doing this.
You and me need to meet to do my thing, and then they can wake up in the morning. That's fine.
We may actually, maybe tomorrow night.
Okay.
You and I.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, I'll talk to you. We'll get together before that, and we'll figure out like maybe we might even do like a little mini or something, just because it's. I didn't expect this. I'm ready for it, but I'm kind of not. So, all right.
Well, I just figured if something bad was going to happen when I touched it, since I've been avoiding that. Also, the reason for the recklessness is Loki has reminded me of what Mael did to my friends, and
oops, my bad.
And that whole situation.
Triggered.
And I'm triggered. And so I pull a total him move, and it's like, fuck it, we're doing this. You won't tell me what's going on, Mom and Dad, so we're doing this.
Yeah, no, I love it. I love it. This is cool. I have this written in, so this is fine.
I have the lore pertaining to this particular situation, and I'm frustrated.
Oh man, this is gonna be heavy. Okay, this is not the direction I thought you guys were gonna go in. I was gonna be honest, but it's okay. All right, Trix.
Yes.
It is dark. You have Azel and Artok behind you. You are all stealthed up through her magic still. You all have your I think it's +10 to stealth. Trix, you want to open the door?
Yes.
So you're gonna have to probably pick that lock.
I assume I would have started picking it while they were off running around being idiots.
For sure. So you're gonna you're gonna hit your thieves tools.
Okay.
Call me an idiot. I'm not gonna help you now when you get stuck through your ring.
It'll make you roll a dex check with proficiencies and all that.
Ooh.
16. That's enough actually to pop that lock. I set it kind of high, so good job. The lock pops. You hear it kind of click open, and you turn the knob, and you slowly start to open the door.
Behind her at this point.
Yeah.
I will
it's
do
dark
my best
inside.
to kind of look around, make sure there's nothing that looks suspicious, like an alarm or string or anything. Nobody asleep inside, and then start
Just
to
whisper
move
to her.
in.
It's a house. Go inside. The door was locked.
I'm just gonna give him this look.
Why would he booby trap his
Just
own
this
house?
look. No, just this look. If you asked for my help, why are you judging my technique? That's just gonna be the expression I have.
He's like looking at her, like expecting an answer for why would the guy booby trap his own house?
People do weird things.
Yeah, like look for booby traps in someone's house.
Oh god.
I basically got this expression that basically just says "fuck you," and just go about my business as I was. So I assume I got the door open and was finishing up the check as they walked up.
Yep. All right.
Okay, what do we see? I assume I didn't see anything that would have made me not feel okay going in.
Whisper to her, like the chest is to the door, to the right of the door, on the inside,
Is there anything between me and the chest rigs?
like 3 feet.
There's
Right.
not.
Yep.
The door is right there. But you can see there are bookshelves kind of to your left as you walk in. Like a couple of them. There's a desk off in the corner. There's a door kind of next to the desk, and then there's another door kind of like shoved off into the corner. You can see from the area here with the little bit of light that you have that it's like a bright green door. Yeah.
Made you look.
I just whispered to Trick, see if you can get that lock on the chest open, and I'll see if my spell book's in this in these
Or you do.
bookcases.
Can you see if there's anything magical booby trapped with the lock?
With what?
I don't know, your mage senses or something.
I need my spell book. The whole reason we're here. If I could do anything without my spell book, great.
The funny thing is that this is exactly what I would imagine Trix would be like, right? Like with her age and stuff. This is great.
Just like think of it like an incredulous teacher. Like, does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Like,
I would just say, well, this.
you look in the chest. I'm gonna check these books as soon as you find it. It looks like describe it. It's the enduring
I'm
spell
going
book.
to go ahead and start working on the lock on the chest.
And I'd like
Alright.
to just scan the bookcases. I don't know what Hazel's doing.
I
So-
followed them in, and Hazel's kind of going to be distracted and thinking about, well, that guy brought his cloak in. Why would he just bring his cloak? And this is my this is my thought process. I'm actually going to say that to Artok as he's looking around. I'm going to say, look, this guy came back. He was talking to Toblin. He was saying basically that, you know, can you remind me, Reeks, what he was saying?
What's up? What's that?
The town master is basically saying something to the effect of, we'll let this pass. We're not gonna try to like be dicks to you.
Yeah, he came up to Toblin and said basically it was a truce. It was a hey, I have the wizard stuff. We're gonna basically what I want to do is I want to sit down and I want to talk to these guys
Okay.
privately. Yeah.
So I'm definitely going to relay that information to Artok.
I just stare at him like with a straight face, and I just like say, I set the jail cell bed on fire and locked them in the basement. Did it occur to you that he's probably lying to smoke me out?
Was the town master specifically in that room?
Not that I'm aware of. It's the
Then
same
how
guy
does he
who
know?
threw me in there.
Then how does
Either
he know?
way, it's classic misdirection. If it's not in here, we'll go check it out. And then I go back to scanning books.
And I probably would whisper something to Hazel, something to the effect of, keep a lookout, and try to make sure the door is like only cracked a little bit, etc. While I try to pick the lock.
All right, fine. I'll keep a lookout. What do I see in the room?
I mean, like outside,
I mean,
see if
well-
anyone's coming.
Yeah, we'll take turns. I'll do it like a perception check or something while everybody.
You want to look in the room? Like in the town master's hall?
Yeah, look in the room, look around. What do I see? You know, stuff like that.
Sure. Roll a perception check for me.
Please be high. Perception.
Damn.
Nice.
22. Damn, dude. Nicely done.
19.
Dirty
Right.
20.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So you are. What exactly are you looking for? You just kind of doing a general looking around, looking
General
at books.
look around, like, does anything look out of
desk.
place? Maybe anything that looks important, or maybe
Yeah. So
Artok's stuff. You know.
yeah. So from what you can see here, this looks to be some kind of like legal. There are books on agriculture. You know, lots of ledgers on like payment of like sales, building, costs of things, like traveling expenses for different things. Just many different things in front of you. There's information as far as that goes. Now, the desk itself has a couple of drawers that you notice with your roll. One of them, the bottom one, is unlocked. The other two are locked on the top. The drawer, as you pull it out too, Azel, I'm assuming you pull it out to kind of have a look.
Yes.
The drawer itself, inside there is like a stack of papers, along with a little sack in there. If you want to pull them out and investigate.
Yes, at some point I'm gonna have Talia come over. Not Talia. Trix. There we go. Come over and unlock the drawers as well.
Rogue, picky, lucky
Because
person.
I would have thieves' tools, but I also put those in the tree stump. God damn it.
It's
funny.
the gift that keeps on taking.
It's true. It's so
Would
funny.
would I see him not trying to open that chest without his thieves' tools?
No, all you would see is me just opening a drawer. Like, because I know
You guys are all
Azel
inside,
knows,
right?
Azel knows that I do not have anything on me other than
Sorry.
what I came back with and my drum. So.
Okay.
And I actually have my mace, but that's it. That mace that glows in the dark.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You have that in here with you, glowing.
Oh,
and
you
giving
have
off
it?
a light.
I have it, but I'm not holding it. If I were to hold it, it would light up.
Okay.
So on the bookcases, I'm scanning for mine, but I'm also, just reading as much as I can quickly on the spines to see if I can find it, but also if anything catches my attention.
Sure.
Okay.
Artok, roll a perception check for me.
No whammies. Not to skip anyone's turn. I hope I didn't skip over.
Well, he was about. he
Would
was
like
about
to get the
tell me what was in
lockpick
the
to see
drawer.
what else
Yeah,
there
it's
is
okay.
to do in
Sorry.
here.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll go around here.
Yeah, it's fine. We're all doing a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh, I thought that was going to be a 20 for a second. That was funny.
It
14.
thought about it.
I know it did. So Artok, you don't see. You look frantically across the over the different shelves and whatnot.
Sorry.
You don't see your Book of Enduring at all in here, but you do see a couple of books that catch your attention. There's a book that says the history of Phandelver. It's kind of all the way on the bottom right. There seems to be some scratches out of the front cover of it. They look like deep scratches, like a sword hit it, or an axe, or maybe an animal claw or something. But something definitely hit it and damaged it. That catches your attention. And there's another book that basically has a giant flower on the front of it. And it pertains to herbs and such around the area here in Phandelver. The good herbs and the bad herbs and the effects of. And there's even a little section. There's a little section on insects as well. Some of the insects around here and how to treat some of their bites and stings.
I will keep those in the back of my mind, but I will not pick them up.
Okay. So we're probably gonna go like 5 or 10 more guys, and then we're gonna call it for the night. As long I know we didn't get very super far tonight, but we will get there.
I am just curious from a mechanic standpoint. Is everyone going to be able to hear the throom?
No,
Oh, probably not.
Okay.
no, just you. Yeah. Because nobody's in your kind of your perimeter.
Well, I didn't know how loud it was. That's why I was asking.
Yeah. It's not loud yet. It's not loud yet. We'll say.
But such.
So here's the thing, though. So before we go any further, I do want to make sure that we get to a long rest here at some point because we have Lyric and Sato kind of held up now until we get to the morning. So we have to kind of get there. So what I'll do is, in the drawer, Azel.
Yes.
You find there's like a little stack of papers there, along with the sack. In the sack, there are like three. It looks like 3 wooden coins.
Hold on.
Sure.
Sorry.
It's all right.
Okay. Stack of papers.
Yeah.
In stack. Some coins. You said?
Yeah, 3 wooden coins, and the wooden coins they look like they're carved out of some kind of like really nice solid oak or something. Like they're really nice. And they have a picture of a hammer on them. They're carved in like a hammer's carved out of them, like in the middle. It's kind of recessed in. There's 3 of those in a sack, and then the stack of letters. You could see there's most of it is in common, but there's some Orcish script on there as well. That you could see on the bottom there.
Stashing it. Hopefully, Artok doesn't see it.
Yeah, it's only like 3 pages.
I'm stashing it for later. I'm not going to read it right now.
Yep, you got it. Yep, put that in your pocket for later, and we'll cover that next week.
Letters with Orcish script.
Yep, and the sack of 3 wooden coins, the hammers.
Stack of 3 wooden coins, and then you said a stack of paper as well.
Just three papers.
Oh, okay.
3 pieces of parchment. Yeah. All right. Tricks.
Yes.
You are free to roll your
these tools.
Yep. Open that chest. Best of luck. 13.
Ooh.
So it seems like this lock is really sturdy. It's very nice, very well built, and it doesn't seem to do the trick. You move it around for a while. It's a good 10 minutes. You're in there trying to pop it. The tumblers are kind of designed in a different kind of way than what you're used to.
Do I notice her fumbling with it?
You do now, yeah.
Okay. Is
So
there any chance I could go over and try to help her with it?
you can. Now here's how it works. If you fail a lockpicking thing, you can do it again, but it costs you time. So it'll cost you probably half an hour more, which means we're cutting into like deep night, almost morning, which means you're just getting further and further out of the realm of long rest.
All right, so I'm going to talk to Trix here. I'm going to notice.
You can.
Yeah, I'm going to notice that she's kind of fumbling with it, not really getting anywhere. I'm going to say, look, we can stay here all night on this. I could try to help you if you want, or we could just leave and see if.
Is anybody on lookout?
I asked Azel to, but apparently he took that.
No, I've done a general lookout.
No, to keep a lookout for anyone coming to the building.
Then no, I did not do that.
Oh shit.
What is a general lookout?
I'm going to look
17.
at him and say, I thought I told you to keep a lookout.
I didn't think we were going to be here that long. Now, are you...
Check the door and see if anyone's coming back.
Fine, I'm going to go check the door. I'm going to go check outside. Is anybody there? Is anybody coming back?
Oh, no.
Oh, no, what's that?
Yes,
That's the town master
the
and the
answer
guards.
is yes. People are coming back, Hazel.
So,
no, I don't notice that yet. They're behind the house.
Azel, roll a perception check for me, sir.
Oh, please be high. My passive
Why I told you to look
I
out.
know, 17, but you're...
If we all end up in the burned out jail cell, I'm going to laugh my ass off.
A 10. So, you look around the corner, Azel, kind of, and at first glance, you're just like, it's fine, there's nobody coming. And then, just for a second, Azel, with your 17,
yeah,
just for a second, you hear the giving away of rocks underneath of a foot, and then you kind of double back and you look around the corner and you see that sure enough the town master, along with his 2 guards, are now walking in your direction in a fairly brisk pace.
All right, so I'm gonna close the door. I'm gonna go, guys. They're coming.
All right.
Close
Yeah.
the door. Okay.
I closed. I'm not locking it. I'm just closing the door.
I'm going to look at them and say, we got 2 choices. We could try to hide in here and pray, or we could get the heck out and come back later.
Is there a window around? Do I see a window?
We need the book. And you didn't find anything, Trix?
I'll say, stupid Jess is giving me some problems. I need more time. We can either hide and pray they don't find us or come in, or we can leave and come back later. But we need to decide that
We've got a window of opportunity, but if we don't do it now, we're gonna get caught.
Run.
So
I just pushed past him.
all right, I'm using
Like,
All
all right, cut our losses.
I'm using my invisibility spell. I'm turning invisible again.
All right.
Has it been an hour yet? Is my Pass Without Trace up yet?
Yes.
Fuck.
It is up. Yeah, it is up now for sure.
I am out of 2nd level spells. Yay.
Whisper, not knowing where Azel is. Which way is he coming from?
To the opposite, not toward the road.
Not help. So I guess not understanding what that means. I just
To
kind
the-
of
to the tree, to the tree, to the tree, to the tree, to the tree.
Oh my god.
sneak around the
I
corner
am
here.
going to do a quick glance just while they figured that out, what direction to
Sure.
go.
Oh,
Make sure
God.
drawers are shut, nothing that looks like obviously out of place, everything just looks normal, and then I'm going to
We
just
get
bail
caught.
and shut the doors quietly
Oh
as I can.
God, Trix, you're gonna get caught.
No, I mean like a 10 seconds.
right.
Okay, does everything look at least somewhat normal?
Trix.
I think Azel needs to roll a stealth check too.
Trix, roll a stealth check for me, please.
Oh, hilarious.
Oh,
14, and that's where we're gonna end it for this week, boys and girls.
Come on!
oh yes. Cliffhanger.
Rude!
Cliffhanger, hanging from a cliff,
Oh man.
and that's why it's called cliffhanger. Wait, is that really where we're ending it?
It is.
Yes.
Okay, did everyone say bye stream?
Bye,
Bye stream. Thank you guys.
Stop stream.